Hi, I'm Bill Corcoran Jr. This is the On the Stacks podcast.
Oh yeah, whoa, look, they can never keep me down, I'm going, and if I ever fail, just know I'll go again. I never quit, cause I know that every loss may lead to another win. I'm going up.
Today's guest is Bri Majikes, owner and hairstylist of BAM Studio. In this episode, Bri and I talk about understanding your value as a business owner, how to prioritize your time, and outsourcing certain tasks that give you the opportunity to grow your business, but also ways you can use that time to decompress and relax. Bri also shares her personal dealings with anxiety, identifying triggers, and the benefits of therapy. This episode would not be possible without the support of our sponsors, so please check them out in the show notes. I'm your host, Bill Corcoran Jr., and this is Bri Majikes on the Stacks.
Sometimes it's 8 clients in a day. But when I get home, I'm so overstimulated that I just need something to relax. It's also the anxiety portion of it that I have. Some days it just sneaks up on you without warning. Like even this morning, I'm like, oh man, like how am I gonna do this tonight? Some people can manage it on their own. I knew I couldn't. I couldn't do it anymore. I couldn't manage it by myself. Thank God for therapy. I think everybody should be in it.
This episode is brought to you by Burn, the fitness company behind the Today Show approved Burn board. If I'm being honest, working out can be a real chore, especially as a new dad in desperate need of sleep and cardio. Burn is founded by NEPA native Jimmy T. Martin, and his Burn board offers a low-impact core and cardio experience unlike anything I've done before. They have hundreds of on-demand workouts that are great for beginners, seasoned athletes, and out-of-shape podcast hosts who love supporting small businesses. My wife and I use it pretty frequently throughout the week, and it's honestly a great way to burn a ton of calories without burning a ton of cash. Not to mention, it's a great tool for skiers, runners, wrestlers, and hockey players. Jimmy is offering all On the Stacks listeners 15% off when they use the code STACKS15. Visit theburn.com today to get 15% off your purchase with code STACKS15 at checkout. Again, that's theburn, THEBRRN.com to get 15% off your purchase with code STACKS15. It's time to get on board today with Burn. This episode is brought to you by Cavanaugh's Grille, one of my favorite places to eat and drink in NEPA. They've got one of the best outdoor patios with 13 TVs and over 20 beers on tap. You can also dine inside at this cozy Irish-style pub where your beer never goes empty. Did I mention how delicious their food is? Their in-house smoked brisket, barbecue ribs, and wings are to die for. So grab your friends and have a drink on me at Cavanaugh's. Mention code STACKS for one free draft beer with purchase of any entree when you dine in. Located at 163 North Main Street in Mountaintop, Cavanaugh's is open at 4 p.m. during the week and 12 p.m. on Saturday and Sunday during football season. Dine in today at Mountaintop's only Irish-style pub.
Hey Northeast PA, Paul Perfect Storm here. Do you want your kitchen or bathroom to go from this to this? Well, Perfect Storm can do it.
Need a kitchen or bath remodel and don't know who the experts are? Perfect Storm Renovations. Expert designers and installers who can help you achieve the kitchen or bathroom of your dreams. Schedule your free in-home design today. Perfect Storm Renovations. High-end quality anyone can afford.
What's up, podcast? It's your host, Bill Corcoran Jr. here in the Blue Door Studio, protected by our friends at Ritchie Security Solutions. Bri Majikes, welcome to the On the Stacks podcast.
What's up? Part 2.
Or should I say welcome back?
Yeah, part 2.
Yeah. You were a fan favorite first time around.
Oh God.
60 episodes ago.
It's wild.
By the way.
That's crazy to think about.
Yeah, and you were in the old studio.
Yep.
Now we're in a much cooler studio.
Absolutely. We really upgraded.
We did. Upgraded everything. You were complimenting like the mics and
I didn't get the back chairs.
I know. I'm so sorry. They're on their way, people.
I get it.
Everybody's been requesting the back chairs. I've had like horrible posture. No, you know, I've been like hunched over.
I'm trying not to hunch.
Been like hunched over like this. Whenever Eric cuts the wide shot, I look like, oh my God, I look like a hunchback or something. Ugh.
What are you gonna do?
How come nobody's told me that yet, by the way?
I'm surprised no like trolls came into your comments on Instagram and was like, what's your posture?
Yeah, like, why are you so hunched over, dude? Mm-hmm. I think I just get like really comfortable sometimes because like, you know, a lot of times like the guests do a lot of the talking.
Yeah.
And it's like, you'll be telling like a great story and like, I'm just like chilling over here. I'm just like relaxing. I'm like, you know, slouching down, and then
I have the back of a hairstylist, so at this point I don't even know if I'm able to put it straight.
What's that? What's the back of a hairstylist?
Horrific.
Bad?
Oh my God, my chiropractor and me are BFFs.
Are you? Yeah. Why? Just from like standing all day and like doing
just like odd positions, because typically like my arms are up most of the day, especially like foiling or blow drying, and you know, you always have a dominant hand.
Yeah.
But I definitely noticed that even more so, especially like one side or the other. I favor something, and then you know, you're standing behind the person. I don't even notice it, but like I'll stand back on my heels, or I'll stand back on my toes.
Oh, you're doing like weird things.
Yeah, or I'll just like lean my weight to one side.
You're doing
and all the
day.
hairstylists know, like you just get, you don't even get home yet. You just compress for an hour in the salon, and you're just like, oh, everything's gonna crack when I stand up.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Doing the weird posture things.
yeah, it's bad.
We need better posture.
Yeah.
We
We
do.
gotta buy those things on Amazon.
Yeah, it starts today, because I think with the last episode, not in, you know, and then the one that just came out like, you know, real time right now from last week. Like I said, I noticed how hunched over I was. I'm like, I keep talking about this. I'm like really embarrassed by it. Maybe this is what's making it okay.
Yeah.
I'm acknowledging it like publicly. I think some people just didn't have the heart to tell me.
Yeah, it's fine.
So it's all good, you know.
It's all good.
But yeah. So I noticed it myself. I'm like, I gotta fix that. How do I look, people? Is this better?
We're slimming, sitting up straight.
Right? Yeah. So, you know,
That's what it is.
I feel good though. Like I feel like I have great posture right now. I don't know why this is. I don't know why.
We're sitting all the way back.
Yeah. Yeah. So the back to chairs are on the way. Not that that's going to correct anybody's posture, but I think some people have been like, dude, like you got to get some, like these are like, sometimes these are just hard to, well, because there's no back, and like you're
No,
sitting
it's hard
here.
to like keep yourself up the entire time. It's like a bar stool.
Yeah. Right.
Well, it is a
Exactly.
bar stool,
Yeah.
but
yeah. But it's like,
not that they
sometimes
can see it.
you're right. Yeah. We're on bar stools, people. But like, I guess it's like not as comfortable. Like some people have said like, yo, like you should really get back chairs. And I'm like, yeah, but like I couldn't like really find one that like fixes like bar
Right.
heights. But like I get the bar height ones, which actually was a little easier than I thought.
Yeah.
I don't know why I made such a big deal out of it, and I dragged it out like way too long getting these chairs.
I drag everything out. I'm like, I know I need to do this.
Right?
But I'm going to wait even longer.
Yeah, what is that?
Procrastination at its finest.
I know.
I do that quite often.
I'm like the worst at that. But like, and maybe you're the same way, but like if it's whatever it is, I mean, if let's just say it's like in a business sense, and like, you know, you have to get something done, and like you wait till the last minute, but then like you always just still like get it done.
Yeah.
Like that's how I am.
You get it done. It might be at the last possible
Right?
second, but you still get it done.
And sometimes people don't like, I feel like obviously people don't like know that.
Yeah.
Right? Like I think we don't share that enough. Like sometimes like I don't like here's a little
Yeah.
secret. Like want to know a little crazy secret
Alrighty.
about the podcast itself. So people are gonna be like shocked to hear this, right? Because as you know, like these episodes are recorded like usually a few weeks in advance. And, you know, we have the next few weeks to put all the pieces together, but we're also doing that simultaneously with a few others, you know? And sometimes, you know, like when your episode comes out, you or anyone else, sometimes not the editing of the video, because Eric does that. Shout out to Eric Coogee Gang, by the way.
Gang.
Yeah,
He's not here on
he
the
should be
couch.
sitting on the couch.
in
know.
his zip up.
That's right.
Multicolored. He should be sitting on the couch.
Coogee sweater.
I'm really upset about that.
Yeah. Eric, where are you? Crickets.
The crickets.
Whatever, dude.
He was over us.
He is. Jerk. But anyway, yeah, so little BTS secret. Sometimes, you know, again, the video part, like all that's all done. Like all that's put together and everything, you know, not just like the second before. But sometimes like I'm like tweaking like either a graphic or like a photo or the title of the episode, or the description is sometimes not done until like the last like half hour before the show comes out at 7:30 p.m. So like people that are watching this right now, just know that the description and all the wording, everything may have just been written 15 minutes ago.
Absolutely.
Isn't that wild?
I get it. Because even like, you know, the reels that we have to post on Instagram, like yours, you know, you put all these like captions in with emojis. I'm like, I don't have the energy for that. Because you got to really like splice those in at the best time possible and then take them out.
Well, I have a secret about that too.
Ooh.
Yeah. There's actually an app for it.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Which one?
Should I tell the people? You ready for this? It's the most obvious thing you can possibly imagine what the app is called. You ready for this? Captions.
Oh, I don't have that one.
Captions. So it's remember we were talking about AI right before we started, by the way, and like we're like, oh, or like sometimes like I don't know what the hell's going on in the AI world,
I don't know what it is.
So there's this app, it's called Captions. I think it was $50, which by the way, I hope
for the year.
Yeah, wait to hear this. So I hope they're not listening, because if it cost like triple or quadruple, I would still pay for it.
Yeah.
Because it is that good. Now, granted, like, okay, so like the videos that you see, like, you know, from the show, like the reels I put, you know, of the trailer clip of the show and everything else, it does run through, I run it through that app and it auto generates the captions, obviously, but then it puts the emojis and everything. You can pick the style, the color, the whole bit, and just like set like a template. But sometimes it is very accurate, but sometimes like the emojis might be like a little bit off.
Yeah.
And you can swap anything out. Like you can edit anything.
Yeah, it's like type to text, like on videos on Instagram, you know.
You
could do that and
exactly.
then, you know, tweak it if they can't pick up like whatever word you're doing. But that's genius.
Yeah. So the cats, it's literally just called Captions, and it's a purple little icon is the, you know, little thumbnail thing. This thing on the phone, you know. I think it just has like a kind of like a C, but it's purple. Can't miss it. Just called Captions. Nothing else, people. By the way, I'm not being paid for this. I'm not sponsored by them. I should be.
Hopefully, after this episode, we can totally be sponsored by Captions.
We better be.
Shout
yeah.
out.
And if we are, we'll drop a code in the comments. You guys know how it works. But
Bri 20.
Bri 20 for 20% off. But yeah, it's so inexpensive, but like so valuable. And like, I'm not even joking. Like if it was $200 for the year, I would still pay it.
Yeah.
So again, I hope they're not listening.
It's a money saver. Like, I will pay for my time. Like, especially like certain things in my life. Like, I would rather pay for them to get done, because then I can enjoy, you know, the little bit of free time that I have doing what I want to do.
Yeah.
So absolutely. Like, I'll pay for something like that.
Do you have any like big time saving things that like you do? Like,
yeah, shout out Maggie, made in Luzerne. She is my house cleaner, and she's an angel. She is an angel. I love her.
Cleans your house?
Yeah. And I mean, at first I was like, oh man, like I can't tell anybody I don't do this, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, they're going to think, you know, I'm just this whatever. But one, I hate cleaning. Two, I have no time to do anything ever, because I'm never home. I'm always at work.
Yeah.
And when I am home, I'm probably in bed, because why would I do anything else?
Right.
And she comes once a month. She was like a referral. I'm like, all right, you know, let's see. And like, I like cherish her. And like, even we became like friends through this, you know, we'll like send each other like Instagram stories or text all the time. But she is, oh my God, she's amazing. And that's just like one of the things.
Is she on the Insta?
She is made in Luzerne.
Made in Luzerne. That's the name of her company?
M-A-I-D, yeah.
M-A-I-D. I get that.
Made.
I see. Yeah. Jeez. Guys, I'm slow sometimes. Like, wow. Jeez.
It's fine.
Okay. I'm like looking up right now because I got to see Made in Luzerne.
She's an angel.
You know, my wife, because she's most likely going to be watching this.
Yeah. She does have a wait list. So if it gets really
do you know
Maggie,
anyone there?
I am so sorry.
Yeah.
I am so sorry. She's on her own.
Pink logo, circular.
Yeah.
Okay, I found it, people.
She is just the sweetest woman you will ever meet. But yeah, like,
my wife's gonna want to hire her tomorrow.
I'm gonna text her before this airs, and I'm gonna tell her to get on the wait list now.
Listen, use code OTS. Use code OTS 20.
Maggie's gonna be like, "What's OTS 20?"
Yeah.
I'm telling her I put her on this.
Yeah. Yeah.
But like even like, yes, I'm paying for that, but also like I trust her with everything. Like, she's just like genuinely a caring, good person. Like, you know, after the deviated septum surgery and I had to come home after, she was like, "What do you need? I'll do anything that you need." And I'm like, "I don't know what I need. I just need to cry. This hurts so bad."
Yeah.
But like, she's just a genuine human.
How did you meet?
A couple of my clients used her. And I'm like, all right, yeah, like I'll, you know, get on the wait list. And, you know, the first time she came to my house, I was like, I love you. Like, you are amazing. And she's been coming ever since. And the amount of, my clients, after I told them about it, reached out to her and, like, you know, started, like, going on the wait list. She would go to their house. Like, she's an angel.
That is amazing because, that's one of the things I've been thinking about for a long time too. I actually have somebody, Holmgren Landscaping, shout out to Kyle Holmgren, who is a sponsor of the show, by the way. But like that was one thing that I stopped doing was like some of our yard maintenance, like the lawn maintenance, cutting the grass. Like some people are like, oh, like I enjoy that. And it's like, well, I do too, to a degree sometimes.
When you have time.
Yeah, when I have time. But it's like I also look at it, and I know you probably do the same as like a small business owner, right? As any business, doesn't matter big or small. But like you look at it and you evaluate your time. Like if I'm not cutting the grass or I'm not cleaning my house,
right.
Number one, I could either be spending
you
two
have
things.
Time with your kids.
Time with your family, right?
Yeah.
Or you could be doing something for your business that makes you money. So like you have to like just weigh those options. Like, okay, it might cost me, $50 a week for whatever service, or lawn, the house stuff, whatever it is. I don't know. I'm just making up a number, but like, how long does it take you to do that? And what's your hourly worth based on that, based on your business, right?
Yeah. Like I could spend time with my family.
Yeah.
Or my husband, like shout out Jim. He is taking care of the lawn because
shout out to Jim.
we don't want me doing that.
Jim does the lawn?
Oh, he loves it.
Does he?
Oh, you should see our lawn.
Does he do like the cool lines and stuff?
Yeah, you should see it.
Oh my God.
He tells everybody about it.
Does
He's gonna love this.
He's real proud of it.
He's real proud of it.
But like I've been proud of mine. Like when I, did kind of like a decent job. I'm like not good at that stuff, but like,
I wouldn't even want to know what mine looked like if I tried.
Yeah, and actually half the time in the summer, it's just dead. We got like the worst lawn on the whole street. And then, by the way, that's not because of Kyle. Kyle doesn't like.
No, it's just
So I don't want anyone to think that, oh my God, Kyle killed his grass. No, I just don't water it or get it like treated. Like he doesn't do that.
Oh, Jim gets ours treated.
Does
you
he?
could like sleep on this.
Wow.
He's gonna love that I'm saying this because he's like, you never appreciate the grass, and I'm like, oh, I don't like bugs, but you could you could sleep on the lawn. It's nice. I have to say. It's
like
real
almost
nice.
like probably so nice looking it almost looks like fake.
Yeah.
It's like one of
nice.
those.
But yeah, like you just want to spend your money where you can. Because like honestly, I would rather, do that and support another small business, which I'm doing. And then I have this time that, she's coming when I'm going to work. So that's great because I'm going to work. I'm probably there for 12 hours. When I come home, I'm like, damn. That's the last thing I want to do.
Right? Yeah.
Like I'll keep up with it when she's not there, but
Yeah, but no, I get it.
I would rather
It's like,
support another small business and saving my time as well.
Yeah.
And I was always so ashamed. I'm like, oh God, I can't tell people I don't do that. But I'm like, why am I hiding that? I don't care.
Yeah.
I'll tell everyone.
Yeah, like who cares?
Yeah.
Why do people compliment like how nice like and clean your house is? Like is that part of the
people
reason?
Don't really come over, but
or,
like
or
I
you
was
just like don't want you just like
at
felt bad. You felt bad saying like
I felt like ashamed, like I should be the woman cleaning the house and blah 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 blah.
Just like me, like I feel like I should be the quote unquote man of the house taking care of like the lawn, which like I don't. Like I don't. Yeah.
Yeah. Like and I'm like, oh gosh, people are gonna be like, oh, she can't even clean her own house. No, I can't. And you know who could do a better job? Maggie.
Yeah, somebody that's a professional at it.
Yeah, a professional because, and then I'm in a bad mood because I don't want to do it, and I'm screaming, and it's just not. I'm not doing it.
It's not good for the mental health.
No, and so you know what? I'm supporting her. She's a doll, and that's what I'm gonna do.
I get it,
and I'm not ashamed to say that I don't clean my own house. I will wipe up after myself and clean the counters, but
you do that.
Yeah, I do, the surface.
Okay, yeah. All right. Just checking. Just checking, just making sure, like,
You could still eat off the floors, but she's really getting there. Whereas I'm bitching if I have to.
Yeah. It's not fun.
No.
Nobody likes doing that.
No.
Except.
Time is money.
Yeah. Except the people that do it. Like her.
Exactly.
So, shout out, Made in Luzerne.
Yeah. Oh, I'm so excited to tell her. She's going to be so excited.
Yeah. Jeez. Might be signing up. I might be signing up next.
You have to.
I think I'm like obligated at this point.
Yeah, you kind of have to now.
Well, or even if I don't, I feel like there's at least a 1 million people that are going to listen to this and get on her wait list maybe.
Probably.
So, yeah. But yeah, I do like, like you said, like just supporting other people, other small businesses, other, just entrepreneurs and
absolutely.
Because
that's who I want to support, Yeah. I love supporting these small businesses and like clothing boutiques or, Maggie, for example, or other, service providers of any sort.
Yeah. Because a lot of these people, like it's, obviously there's obviously a ton of skill involved in like what like you do and like what other people do too. But like it really is like people are just paying for your time.
Yeah.
And I just had that conversation earlier today with a couple other people. And it's like, you know, sometimes I feel like a lot of times like we undervalue ourselves.
Absolutely.
In terms of like the business owner, right?
Absolutely.
And like, I know you probably feel the same way. You probably have done it too. And like, you like might feel guilty, like either raising your price or just saying like, hey, no, listen, like this is my price now.
Yeah.
Like maybe not just because like your price went up from a supplier or a vendor of yours, but like you have the right still to raise your price because you're really good at what you do. You spent several years like perfecting it, and you know, you bust your ass, and like you do a phenomenal job, and like there's a value to that.
Yeah.
Right. And but then also it's like it's your time. Like people are literally buying your time.
Right. Like
Like,
they're with me.
like, as
for
crazy as it
a
sounds,
couple
like,
hours
yeah.
sometimes, you know?
Yeah.
And like that's the thing, like as a lot of us hairstylists, even like friends of mine who are, and we'll talk about it, it's like, oh man, like I really undervalue myself all the time. Especially like, you know, I'm sure with you, you're always watching new things to like try and perfect your craft and do other things. But like, you know, I'm taking classes. It might not be like physically somewhere, you know, where I went in Florida last year or wherever. Like I'm taking one every weekend, and it might be online, but that's still okay. Like I'm still doing something. But like putting all that time and effort, you know, and your own money into it, of course you have to, you know, you're paying for my service, and that's a luxury, you know, service. You don't need it, but you want it. You want to feel good. But, you know, like that's also one of the things. It's hard. It's hard.
Yeah. Especially like when it's like yourself, like you're like basically like selling yourself.
Yeah.
And a lot of times because like you're kind of like you're so in it, right? Like you're so like, I don't say stuck in it, but because like it is you and you are the business. Like sometimes it's hard for that person, right, to like really say like, no, this is what it's worth, and it is you. And it's like sometimes like weird and awkward, and like
it's
like
not just the service, it's everything else, you know. I just took the class for this, I just took a class for that, like,
plus you're a therapist too.
Absolutely.
I mean,
absolutely,
you're doing like you're doing multiple jobs.
So I go back for that and then add it on.
Right. Yeah. Can you bill the insurance
and
for
bill
that?
the insurance for half the appointment.
Yes.
And the other half is for me.
Yeah. Your fee, and then you get paid for. Not only for the
like
hair,
you have
but
to like put that all together, and it is hard for us, you know, to especially if you are like a solo salon owner, which I am, or you know you have so many people working for you. It's also like, all right, I need to, you know, get these prices together. And like, that's why I have my bookkeeper, because she, you know, keeps everything on track for me. She writes exactly what the expenses are, and she tells me, she was like, listen,
I'm the worst at that.
Exactly. And that is why I outsourced her. Time is money, because I don't know what the hell I'm doing.
Yeah.
So I outsource her. I get on a Zoom call with her once a month. We go over everything, and it's amazing. And she's like, all right, you're really undervaluing yourself. I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
She's like, we got to get something together. I'm like, all right, thank you.
Yeah. I feel like I really need to do that too, because, you know, right now it's like end of May, or at least it will be by the time this episode comes out. Right. So, I still haven't filed taxes. I don't know about you. Don't worry, guys.
I waited till the last possible second.
I got an extension. So, I mean, so did I, but I waited so long to the last second that my accountant was like, Bill, there is no, they're due like tomorrow.
Yeah. Joe might have filed an extension for me, to be honest, because I was like, sorry.
Yeah.
This is really bad.
Yeah. So, he's like, yeah, we'll, let's reconnect in a few weeks. We'll just file this extension, and then we'll, you know, when the dust settles, we still haven't even talked about it.
It's fine.
You know, but we will.
It's fine.
But yeah, we got like forever now. Basically got till next year at this point.
It's fine. We'll just file them both at once.
Yeah.
Call it a day.
Yeah, well, we got 2 for next year, basically.
Yeah, forget about it.
Yeah, so I gotta.
It's not like we ever get any money back.
Right? I know.
So what does it matter?
Yeah, it's just the whole thing's a scam, by the way.
Yes.
But back to but the point is that same thing with me. Like, I'm so bad sometimes at keeping track and record of things. Like, I know it's like all kind of like in my head, and of course I write things down. I want people to think I'm just like fucking totally loosey goosey, because I'm not, right? But like I am, but I'm not. Like, you know, I know I pay my bills, and like I know what's due, and I know, you know, things are, you know, this and that, whatever. But I'm so bad at just keeping track of like stupid receipts and like, but like the worst part is like you're shortchanging yourself.
Yeah.
Because like you buy something for your studio, right? Or like me too, right? I buy something here, and then like you might forget to keep track of it. And if
Yeah.
you don't, then you're screwing yourself come tax time.
Absolutely. Like
know?
if I forget to bring my card and I have cash, I'm like, okay, I'll just keep this receipt. I don't know where the receipt goes. I have no idea.
Yeah.
I always say, I'm like, oh, I'm going to put it right here. I swore I put it there. I didn't.
Yeah, and then you got like this pile and then that pile and then that, and then tax time comes and I'm like, oh,
The life of a business owner.
I'm like, oh no. Like my wife is probably laughing so hard right now because my office at home, I'm not even keying the entire floor at this point. Like
It's just covered.
Getting close to, she's like, I asked her, she's like, do you want me to help with stuff? I'm like, oh my God, please, like help me organize this, right? So she did.
As Braden's in there, just like ripping up receipts.
Licking the
He's like,
paper, chewing on it.
I'm ready to throw this
Yeah,
out.
yeah. Braden's like eating like, old tax returns and stuff. But I literally, my whole office at home, there was just piles and piles. Like, okay, there's this business, there's this one, there's like, this mortgage, like all this stuff. Just and because I didn't really organize anything.
Yeah.
So like now I'm like trying to organize it like last second. Jess is trying to help me with it. And then every day she's like, did you give everything to Alan yet? And I'm like, almost. I'm like, yeah, it's almost ready. She's like, I think like you need to do that. And I'm like, yeah.
We got an extension, Jess. We're
I
good.
was like, and then I was like, she's like, did we ever file those taxes? I'm like, oh no. I was like, I forgot to tell you, we got an extension. He said we'll talk at the end of May. So maybe I'll talk to him in a few weeks.
In a few weeks when this comes out, hopefully.
Yeah. Maybe my taxes will be like somewhat prepared by then.
Let's hope so.
But I'm the worst at like keeping track of like that stuff sometimes. Like I'm a numbers guy in a sense that like I know enough to run a business, but I'm not good at just keeping track of that stuff. Like
sounds like me.
I'm like so detail oriented with a lot of things, but not numbers. Like I hate math. Like I could do it. I just hate it. Procrastinate. I avoid it all.
At the last possible second. Like my craft is when I'm behind the chair.
Right.
And then like all that paperwork, I'm like, ooh,
yeah. Can somebody else do that,
what is
please?
this? Like I can't do this. I wasn't prepared.
Yeah. Like this
Who
part
teaches me
this
this?
part sucks.
This part sucks.
It's the worst part.
Who do I have to pay now? Like I feel like that's every day.
Yeah. But there's people out there obviously that are good at this, like people that do, bookkeeping and taxes and stuff, and God bless them.
Thank God
Seriously,
for them.
God bless them.
Because so thankful for them because
like,
I wouldn't be able to do this. Like I don't think people understand the little things as being a business owner. It's not just like, okay, I own a salon.
Yeah, people
like, that sounds cool, but everything else that people don't understand, like the behind the scenes, that's awful.
It is.
Like it's just these little things that just pile up. Like, did I get foils? I don't remember. They're on auto ship, but did I remember to do the auto ship? Hopefully.
Yeah.
But like these small little things. And I don't think people understand that.
No, there's a million things, like so much stuff behind the scenes that people just don't realize.
No.
And it's like all that stuff has to go on, still has to happen for
the business to run.
Yeah, and for you to still show up every day and do your craft.
Yeah.
It's like wild.
Wild.
Like here I am in the background running Captions app, right? Like
Captions app.
That's where it's at. So many crazy things. Like literally doing the description the last second.
It's fine.
I'm like, oh my God, like I accidentally posted it and it wasn't even finished. That's happened before.
I hate doing that. I do it all the time. And then sometimes you can't change it, especially on TikTok. You can't change your captions.
Yeah.
So I'll because
you're screwed.
TikTok doesn't have the spell
there's
check.
no edit button. Yeah.
Well, there's no spell check either when you're posting a caption.
Yeah,
and
that's annoying.
Again, first world problems, but I'm a terrible speller sometimes. Like,
it
could
too.
be a long word and I'm great. And then like the smallest thing, I'm like, why does that look so odd? It's like a 3-letter word.
Or like receive. I don't know about you, but
that gets me
the I and E, I don't ask me how to spell it.
Except after C, but it's after C, isn't it?
Honestly, I don't know. I'm not even answer because I don't know. I forget every time. Like I literally just rely on.
I remember. We should probably Google that.
I gotta look it up. See now,
watch. I'm wrong. Except after E.
Oh, I spelled it right this time. It's E-I.
Yeah, but what's the little
the thing, the saying? What do you even call that?
I before E, except after I'm gonna get laughed at. I totally know this.
Okay, I think it is I before E after. Hold on. It says I before E except after C.
Oh, I was right.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. The rule of thumb for Yeah. Okay, but yeah.
Receipt gets me every time.
Oh, receipt. Yeah, same thing. Same.
I get it. Like I know the quote, But I can't do it in my
But you can't
head.
remember it. No. But that's like what autocorrect is like really good for, because I'll spell those words wrong every single time, and I know
It's
I'm going
red,
to.
you're just doop.
And it's just like you just hit that space bar. It's
perfect.
And it just fixes it.
It's perfect.
Man.
And then, but yeah, first world problems, but I don't care. It's tough.
Yes.
And again, running a business nowadays is all social media.
Yeah.
So you gotta really work that in there.
I know.
On all your time off. Because
Right?
there's no time off.
Yeah.
I'm like posting at 6 in the morning, like 5:30 this morning before I like went to the gym, because I start working out at 6:30. I'm like, all right, gotta make this post. My eyes aren't even like open. I have like half a coffee so far.
Yeah, you're like, hope this is right.
I hope it's the right picture. Like, I don't know.
Could have been like a weird selfie from last night or something with the cat. Who knows?
It could have been Chaz. Who knows?
Right.
Who knows?
Yeah.
As he's like sitting there as I'm trying to type this. But like, it's all day long. It is all day long.
Yeah. The struggle. But worth it though.
Worth it.
You know, it's totally worth it.
Absolutely.
Especially like when you really love what you do and you're doing what you do, and
It's absolutely worth it.
you got all the coolest people around you.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Plus you have the really cool studio.
Absolutely.
It's funny how you call yours a studio, I'm a studio too. It's
Yeah.
like,
I know. I didn't think like BAM Salon went together. But I'm like, BAM Studio. I'm like, that sounds great.
yeah, hell yeah, it does.
Well, my dad really, helped, because I thought I was going to name it something else. He's like, I don't like that. I'm like, what about BAM Studio?
It was all dad.
Yeah, he's like, I love that. And I was like, all right. And there we go.
That's it.
BAM Studio.
Born.
Here we are.
Kingston.
And we're there.
Is it technically Kingston? It's technically
44.
Oh, is it 40?
Yeah.
It's 44.
I mean, it changed. There's something new hung up every day. Like a client will walk
Yeah.
in and she's like, I was here 4 weeks ago. What?
Yeah, like,
what are you doing?
this
I'm
is
like,
different.
I don't know. I just move stuff around when I have 20 minutes of free time instead of sitting down and eating. I just start like redecorating.
Yeah, exactly. I might put up a brick wall. Who knows? Last time you were here, there was no brick wall.
No brick wall. I come
brick
in,
wall.
there's a brick wall.
Brick wall. A lot of new things actually since you've been here.
A lot.
A lot has changed.
A lot has changed
Yeah.
from our party.
Yeah. A wild party.
That was fun.
Wild nights. We gotta do another
gotta
little
do it.
little
Yeah.
get together here.
That was fun.
So if you're interested, invite yourself. Let me know.
Let us know the date.
Yeah.
We'll show up.
Yeah. Let us know. You can let us in. All right.
I'll bring the Corona Premiere.
There we go. We forgot about those, by the way.
It's in the fridge.
Sheesh. My God.
It's in the fridge.
But yeah, a lot of things have changed, but in all in a good way.
Absolutely. It looks so good.
Build another studio back there. You got nervous. You had to take solo
shots. Ooh.
shots today. Not shots like alcohol, people, but
We didn't do any of that before
yeah,
this.
yeah. So solo.
Headshots.
Yeah, headshots. Yeah, I think you did all right though.
All right. I hope
find
so.
out.
I guess we'll find out.
I mean, there's no going back.
I hope I get them sent to me first for approval.
I don't know. That's gonna cost extra.
I'll pay for the captions app for the year.
Okay, fair.
I get to watch the entire thing before it's put out and the pictures.
I need more than the captions app. I need more than the captions app for that.
2 years.
I'll think about it. We'll
right.
discuss later.
All right.
I'll send you a contract later.
All right.
Yeah.
We'll sign on the dotted line. Red
Yeah.
ink.
Red ink? I think you only do that when you get in trouble, right? Like in school.
I mean, when you fail a test, I remember
yeah.
it was right through the paper.
Yeah, red.
E.
You got letters?
Yeah,
I
it depended
got
on the
numbers.
class. I mean,
I-
I got numbers, but also like I think if it was below a certain number or higher, like whatever it was like I don't know, 100 to what, 91 or something. Like I remember however many years ago, but like each number had its own, letter.
Yeah. I don't think
that great.
I don't think when I was in high school it was always just numbers.
Yeah, we got
That's it.
both.
That's kind of confusing.
Yeah. Like it said the number and then the
Yeah,
letter.
college was all letters, no numbers. It's like then it like flipped for me, which is
Yeah.
fine, but like you can't mix the two, I feel
No.
like. It's like one or the other. Just make up your mind.
Or you put both.
Yeah. Yeah. I got a lot of red ink back in the
same.
day. A lot
A
of red
lot of red ink.
ink.
Whoops.
I hated it.
Hated it. Hated it.
It was the worst.
This is awful.
Yeah.
I was not good at school.
No. But also
not
like the
good.
school system, I know I've probably said this before in like other episodes, but like I feel like it's broken.
Yeah, I need more relevant to stay on track,
Yeah.
because when I don't get it, it's just right over. Forget about it. I'm not even paying attention.
Yeah. I feel like, I mean, I don't know, who knows what they're teaching nowadays in school, but like, I mean, I remember like, when we were in school, like, I don't know, it felt like it was just so like, I always said to myself, am I even going to use this?
Yeah,
Like,
I don't
what
get
am I
half
gonna do
of
with
it.
this?
Well, now I don't know. My clients will be like, "Oh my god, my kids are learning Common Core math." I'm like, "What?
What's that?
Is that?"
Yeah.
And they'll like try to explain it to me. I'm like, "No." Like my
No thanks.
old math teacher from high school is one of my clients, which is so funny because she always says I was good at it. I was terrible. So she'll be like, "Bri, come on, I taught you this." I'm like, ugh. Sorry, went right out when I left.
Yeah.
Sorry about that.
That was that.
Yeah, but God love her. She's great. But I mean, no, I just don't get it. It doesn't pertain to me right then and now. I'm like,
Yeah. I got
Sorry.
the calculator on my iPhone.
it's all
What
good.
else do you need?
It's all good.
You don't need anything else,
No,
right?
I mean, I don't.
Besides like basic adding and subtracting, multiplying, dividing.
Nah.
What the hell else do you need it for? Unless you're an engineer.
Like, I got the chemistry down for work. I'm good with that.
No, not me.
But I don't need to really add any numbers. I just,
Gets complicated.
yeah. I got the chemistry. I know how to do this. I'm good to go.
Yeah.
But everything else, I'm good. That's why I have a bookkeeper.
Right. Yeah. Man.
The accountant, the bookkeeper, financial advisor, Steve.
God bless these people.
God bless.
Because, there are lifesavers.
Thank God we have them.
For real. We're talking them up way too much, by the way.
Life
They're all going to raise their
behind-
prices on us,
yeah.
too, based on our earlier
Life
conversation.
behind a business owner. Here you go.
Yeah.
101.
Yeah. Yeah. So, all right. So, yeah, it's been a year since you've been on.
Yeah.
Yeah. What the hell's been going on in the last year with you?
You
came
Work.
Yankees hat,
Yankees hat.
this time. Your hair's longer.
Oh my God, it is. I didn't even think about
Right?
that. Yeah,
It's a lot longer.
definitely is. I
Yeah.
don't think about what it looked like
I'm
a
just
year
trying to
and a
picture.
little bit ago.
Pretty sure it was shorter.
Yeah, I think it
Yeah.
was a couple inches shorter.
Yeah.
But, the business is great. Work is going amazing. I'm so thankful for, just doing it every day, and especially with the clients that I have. The extensions really have taken off, which I'm so thankful for. Like I said, just doing continual education, hoping to become an educator soon. Might be holding my own classes.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I'm really excited.
Where?
I'll start at the studio first, and
Okay.
then wait until it picks up, and
So just like
start-
a private thing. Like this isn't like you're not like doing this like
No, like,
for
you know,
some other
like-
school.
No, like I am teaching, actually probably when this comes out, it'll be like right around then. I am teaching a blonding class at my old beauty school, which I thought was really sweet because my old teacher reached out to me and she was like, "I'd love to have you." And I was like, "Yeah, absolutely. That'd be great."
That's cool.
So I'm excited for that. But no, I'll be, it'll be like small, intimate class sizes. Probably I'll start with probably 10, chairs at first. Buy a ticket, come in. Each class will probably be a little different. I'm still like working out the details and don't know when I'll start. Probably by the end of summer, I hope. But
Always
to get there.
always a million and one things going on.
yeah,
Right?
Like you said on the one podcast, like your notes app is just like
Yes.
everything.
So you do listen.
Everything.
You do listen. Sometimes.
Come on.
I live in my notes.
I live in the notes
I
app.
live in the notes.
I
app.
have like an actual notebook, then the
too.
notes app,
Yeah.
and then probably like 4 more notebooks at work that I gotta find
and
everything.
like that you forget about,
Yeah.
right? And like you forget about them for like 6 months.
I like remember, I'm like, okay, the Lisa Frank one is all about hair extensions. And then like I have everything written down in that. I'm like, okay, the purple one is this.
Yeah.
And then you forget about that
Yeah,
one.
and then you're onto like a different notebook or
yeah, that you found at TJ
yeah.
Maxx,
And so it's not just me.
No, you found at TJ Maxx in the random like middle of the
Yeah.
aisle. You're like, oh, I like
I just
the cover.
I just bought a new one.
Yeah, so did I today.
Okay, look at this. Really? I'm just so no one thinks I'm like bullshitting. Look at this. Ready for this?
That's a nice cover.
Notes and plans, people.
I like that. It's like a faux leather.
Yeah. Feel it.
Oh, it is nice.
Right?
Is it lined? Oh yeah, it is lined.
Yeah.
Stationary. I
How
love
about that? Like so like I like writing things down sometimes. Like it's,
I am such a pen and paper girl. Like I'll
I'm
put it
both. It's
I'll
weird.
put it all in my notes app. I'm fine with it. But then I will reread my notes app and rewrite it
yeah.
in the notebook.
I've done the same thing.
And if I don't like my handwriting like a psycho,
Then
I
you're-
will rip it out
Then
and rewrite
start
it.
over, yeah, because
Yeah.
God forbid anyone sees that. you
God
know,
forbid
'cause,
anybody
yeah.
looks in my notebook besides me.
Yeah. Yeah. I got nervous. You were flipping through mine. You were gonna like see like my
no.
It was like my
I
diary.
went to the back in the beginning. I
that
went
was
to the
good.
back.
I appreciate that. Yeah.
No problem.
You would have saw all my business ideas in the beginning and stuff.
I would have stole all of them and ran out the door.
Yeah.
Would have been done. Headphones off.
Mm-hmm.
I'm out.
Would have been over. Would have threw you right out.
But yeah, I mean, works, not the same, but the same. You know how it is. I tried to cut back hours and that Can't.
Yeah.
Can't.
Why cut back hours?
Just have some more free time. But then I'm like, oh, well, I have an opening here. I'll totally stay until 7 p.m. when I'm supposed to be out of here at 3 that day.
Yeah.
I do it to myself. I get it. Everyone's like, oh my God, you're your own boss. You can do whatever you want. I'm like, my life is planned out for like 7 months. Like I already have people booked out to Christmas.
That's wild.
May. I can't just be like when we want to go on vacation, I'm like, all right, I got to book this a year and a half.
Got to really plan it out.
I know the week we go, that's when we're going. And, if I have other things, of course things come up. Naturally, I want to have a day or two off that I could, move people around if need be. But, your life is, as you get it, it's scheduled for quite a bit.
Yeah.
Because you're like, oh, all right, well, I can't go here that night because I'm already here until this time. Or I have this phone call until this time. Or I'm taking this class Saturday morning. So sorry, I can't go to breakfast with you.
Yeah. And I think a lot of friends sometimes don't understand that about us.
Yeah.
Right. So I hope if some of them are listening, they'll maybe understand why you're not blowing somebody, you're not just blowing somebody off or saying to me, I'm not just blowing you off. Just because I said no to your plans or whatever. It's I'm working on my business.
Yeah. It's not that I don't want to go.
Yeah.
Even though I'm an introvert and don't like leaving the house, but I will. But I'm at work. Or during the day at work, you have, I'm sure you get it, you have 13 text messages. Not that I have that many friends by any stretch of the imagination. But it could be multiple text messages from somebody.
Right.
And I'm like, sorry, it's been 12 hours. I just sat down for the first time today and took my first sip of water. So what's going on? Or you're so tired and you're just like, I can't respond right now.
Yeah.
I can't do it.
Mm-hmm.
But that icon on my message button is, it drives me nuts.
Me too.
So I have to answer, but I have to be I'm so sorry.
The little number?
Yeah, I hate it. Email, don't care.
Gives me anxiety.
Same
thing with the email.
Oh, I don't even care about that anymore. I'll delete them. I'll go through, every couple of days.
But the best thing, even though, I know it's kind of sort of just temporary, but mine is in
do not disturb. There's nothing.
Look at this. Perfect. Nothing.
It's
right
beautiful.
now, yes. So right now, I know I have a bunch of unread emails and
See,
texts.
the only notifications I have on ever is text messages, obviously phone calls coming through.
But you can just allow certain people.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's certain ones of my favorites.
Yeah,
but
right. Same.
No, I have no notifications for social media, none of that, because I'm when I want to go on it, I'll go on it. If I'm not ready to go on it, I'm not going to. I'm not going to miss anything. It'll be there in a couple hours. Might have to scroll a little farther or search it, but whatever.
Yeah,
but
someone will tag you in the comments of something.
Yeah.
You'll see
So
it.
I'm just I know which ones, and sometimes the emails will pop through. I have no idea how. But I'm sitting down at the end of the day of work. You're it's been 12 hours. I'm on my feet. And sure, let me respond.
Bad posture.
Bad posture.
It just makes me remind me.
I know I'm pushing myself up.
I think I was slouching a little.
I definitely was.
Been slouching a little, people.
Whoopsies.
Gosh.
Yeah. But everything's going great.
So how about them Yankees?
How about them Yankees?
I don't even follow baseball.
You don't?
I don't. Do you?
Yeah, I love baseball. I mean, I only follow the Yankees. My pop's the one that got me into baseball. He's a Phillies fan. God bless him. But, it's all right. He still loved me. But no.
Didn't cause any issues.
No. Yeah. So, I love baseball. Obviously, I love basketball. I'm going to say it on here so Jim can hear it.
Shout out to Jim again, by the way. Shout out to Jim.
It's one thing. Even if people are like, oh my God, baseball's so slow. How do you like it? I'm like,
I like it in person.
Yeah.
I'll never watch it on TV.
Oh, really? See, I love watching it on TV.
That's so,
I hate
wow.
When I get home from work, I'm so overstimulated from work.
I guess, okay, I can understand that now.
Sometimes it's 8 clients in a day. So, you're talking all day long. And not that I hate it, but sometimes it is a repetitive story for 2 or 3 of the clients.
Yeah.
Or, I'm talking about something really deep with one of them. Or, we're just laughing. Someone brings in, wine, whatever. But when I get home, I'm so overstimulated that I just need something to relax. So watching that and not having to hear, I can't start a TV show when I go home.
Yeah, because you can't pay attention.
No, my husband's
decompress.
My husband's oh, do you want to start this? Do you want to start that? I'm I can't watch anything. I physically cannot sit there and listen to something and actually register it because I'll probably have to rewatch it. It's like the same as when I like start reading a book. Like I can't do that when I get home because I'm not going to remember the 13 pages I just read. Baseball, I could just like zone out.
I'm gonna have to start watching
Same with,
baseball.
like, the Food Network.
Because I totally get it. Same thing. Like,
but also like the Food Network, you don't have to pay attention. I don't know how to make that, but I'm gonna watch these like 12-year-olds on a baking championship absolutely make this like chocolate cake without a recipe, and I'm like, no idea, but I just have to zone it. Like I don't have to listen. Reality TV, perfect, because it doesn't matter.
Yeah,
I don't know these people.
Yeah, it's like mindless.
It's mindless. Like that's what I need. I need mindless.
Yes.
After like all of that, and like even on the weekend sometimes I'm like I'm so worked up until I have therapy on Monday. I cannot watch anything.
Yeah, I get it.
And not I have to decompress before I could start something.
Oh my God. I really hope Jess is watching this right now because I feel like now she's gonna, not that she doesn't understand, but like that's like almost like me to a T. It's like same thing like on the weekend, like I'm just like all like so overwhelmed sometimes, and then come the weekend, like not that you don't want to do anything or see anybody, but sometimes it's like
I have to sit at home. Like it's a nice day, but I cannot leave the house.
Yeah.
Like I can't even step out. I mean, it's also the anxiety portion of it that I have, I know, but like I'm like I can't even go on the back porch because like I just need to sit in my bubble on my couch and just relax. Not that I'm relaxed, because then I'm thinking about a million things I could be doing. Of course,
you're procrastinating.
Absolutely.
Right? We're both procrastinating.
But I'm so anxious about doing it that I'm like, I gotta sit here. And same after work. Like, you get it. Yeah. A lot of people don't. Like, I love my friends that are like, oh, I'm going here, I'm going there, I'm doing this. I'm like, I want to be like you. But also, I could never. I couldn't imagine running around. Like, even if I have like an hour break at work, the thought of running somewhere to go get lunch gives me such anxiety that I got to get in my car, go there, come back. I'm like, nope, I'm just going to sit here.
Yeah,
I'm just going to sit here. Overwhelmed.
Yeah.
To a T.
Now, for you, it's obviously like, you know, worse in certain situations. And like when you say like you can't even go out on your back porch.
Yeah.
Like is like that. It's like that serious sometimes.
Mm-hmm. It's been bad. I mean, but you know, like, thank God for therapy. I think everybody should be in it.
On the Stacks will be back in a flash after a word from our sponsor. This episode is brought to you by Elevation Wellness, NEPA's premier wellness center located on Mundy Street in Wilkes-Barre. From pro athletes to busy parents, Elevation Wellness is leading the conversation when it comes to bettering your health through integrative medicine. Founded by NEPA native Louis Helmecke, Elevation Wellness offers physician-formulated and guided treatments that are administered by registered nurses. To learn more about how you can experience the benefits of IV vitamin therapy, multivitamin booster shots, non-invasive aesthetics, or peptide, NAD, red light, and compression therapy, visit elevation-wellness.com or follow them on Instagram at Elevation Wellness NEPA. All On the Stacks listeners will receive 10% off their first purchase with code STACKS at checkout. Call 570-762-9400 or visit elevation-wellness.com to book your appointment today. Elevation Wellness, taking your health to new heights. Welcome to the future. While you're hearing this ad in the present, the Center for Technology Innovation at Lackawanna College is preparing students for the jobs of tomorrow in the world of advanced technology. The Center for Technology Innovation will offer undergraduate degree programs, corporate training, as well as short-term stackable certificates in areas such as robotics, cybersecurity, electric vehicles, virtual reality, and artificial intelligence. Based at a 90,000 square foot facility in downtown Scranton, Pennsylvania, the Center for Technology Innovation is located 2 hours from the major cities of New York, New Jersey, and Philadelphia, and is just 15 minutes from a commercial airport in a region thriving with tourist attractions and a vibrant restaurant, educational, and cultural scene. Lackawanna College is a proven industry-leading innovator. But don't just take my word for it. Fast Company even recognized Lackawanna College's reputation for innovation by naming them to their top 10 list as one of the world's most innovative companies. For more information or to enroll, call 877-346-3552 or visit lackawanna.edu.
I have the privilege of representing people who have been injured through no fault of their own, and they come to us and they place a lot of trust in us, and we represent them against corporations and insurance companies, and we make those companies know that that our clients have a story, that they deserve compensation. And I'm proud to be able to do that for our clients at Anzalone Law.
To learn more, visit Anzalone Law offices online at anzalonelaw.com. And now we're back on the stacks.
I think everybody should be in it.
For sure.
Last time I was on the episode, I wasn't in therapy yet, and
You weren't at all?
no, I did. I stopped for a long time.
Oh, okay.
And then I got back into it, and thank God
When?
I did.
When?
Not too long after the show.
Really?
Yeah.
Man, I really screwed you up, didn't I?
No, just
Set you-
now.
I set you
I
into
can't
a
wait to
really-
tell my therapist I'm the replacement, but you know.
Yeah.
It's fine.
I know. Jeez. I set you into this deep depression, I guess, didn't I?
Yeah, you know, I really had to figure something out. No, just kidding.
All
No,
right.
no, I definitely like went back, and thank God for that. But like, you know, it's the same as, you know, some people just don't talk about it, and maybe some people just don't have it, and like that's amazing, you know. But some people do, and they just don't want to talk about it because there's, of course, a stigma around it.
Sure.
As there always has been. I don't want to sound repetitive as the last podcast I was on, but you know.
Well,
But
I think
no.
we got some new listeners now, so
Shout out.
a few more. We have a
Few
couple
more.
more, maybe.
But yeah, no. Yeah, you never know. Like some days it just sneaks up on you without warning, without anything. Like even this morning, I'm like, oh man, like how am I gonna do this tonight? Like I am a ball. Like I don't even know what. Like maybe because I was supposed to go to work today, and then they shut the whole water off on my street, so
Not
couldn't
good.
work today. Of course, because how do you work at a hair salon without water?
Right.
But, you know, like that could have totally caused it. You don't know what triggers it sometimes. It just comes on. And
Like, do you know, like for you, like you don't know, like you probably do know some trigger things.
I
but-
know certain triggers, mostly when it's like situational, but other times it could just come out of nowhere and you have no idea. And you really just kind of retreat into yourself. Like, you know, like I don't talk to people, or I don't answer messages, or maybe I'll answer them, but just like, oh, hey, I'm really sorry. Like, I don't feel good. I'm going to sleep. Where really I'm just sitting there watching SpongeBob like a 12-year-old. And sitting in my bed with, again, mindless everything, maybe scrolling on TikTok. Mindless. But it just hits you sometimes, and it's awful. And I mean, I envy the people that don't have it, because I would like to know what it's like.
Right?
I would like to know what it's like, but you know, now managing it, it's getting a little better to manage it
Okay.
and know what to do when it comes on.
What do you do?
There's different techniques. My therapist, you know, there's like breathing techniques, or you know, it's like, all right, I understand. Like the one thing she told me, she was like, I understand this is bothering me right now, but I'll come back to you later. And like I'll say that to myself, however cliche that sounds, but when it comes to later, I don't even remember it. So it wasn't worth being anxious about, or it wasn't worth worrying about. You know, like I've always worried, you know, about anything and everything. Like the biggest worry you can ever meet. And it's ridiculous because especially with, you know, my personality, like nobody would know that probably unless I told them, which obviously now everybody knows.
Everybody knows your deepest, darkest secrets.
Great.
This is,
But
this is a tell-all, people.
Is this like my memoir?
Yeah, pretty much.
All right.
Yeah, we'll
Somebody can put it in a book.
I was just gonna say this will be, you know, part of the prelude.
Yeah. This could be like,
Right?
you know, the first chapter.
Yeah,
And then we could start writing it later.
we got a lot documented on you. We're gonna have a lot documented on you after this. This is
I don't even know if I'd read that book.
biography of Bri Majikes.
Is that the one that don't other people write? Autobiography is when other people write it for you, isn't it?
Yeah. Do you want me to write it?
Yeah, absolutely. That'd be great. You and Eric?
Yeah.
Oh, that'd be lovely.
Yeah. I'll write it. Maybe. I'll write it in my new notebook, and then I'll forget about the notebook for like 2 years.
Brady's like, Dad,
Yeah.
I started reading this, and
Yeah.
I don't understand why Bri keeps cursing in it.
Yeah.
Honey, that's not for
Very
you.
yeah, very vulgar. Yeah. You told me not to say those words. Yeah.
Rated R.
Yeah. Right.
Just for the profanity.
Yes.
Everything else is fine, but no.
Yeah.
As we get off topic of writing an
Yeah.
autobiography.
God, we went to like a crazy rabbit hole.
Yeah, no, you just gotta, I don't know, like, it depends per person, you know, I get it. Like, some people can manage it on their own. I knew I couldn't do it anymore. I couldn't manage it by myself. And I tried for a really long time, but now that I'm not, even that's like a weight lifted off my shoulders. Like, you know, the first few therapy appointments, you're like, I don't know if I really want to, like, you're only talking about the surface level things. Like for the first like 2 or 3 appointments, because I do mine like via like, you know, Zoom or whatever.
Was this someone that you had seen previously? Or
no, somebody
this is
completely
a new
new.
therapist?
Yeah. And, you know, like the first couple appointments, you're kind of just like getting to know each other and, you know, and I'd get off it. I'm like, I don't know if this is really doing anything.
I'm into this.
Yeah. It was like, I was going to say episode 4. That's
episode 4.
Where my head's at right now. But appointment, like, you know.
Podcast 4 with your therapist. Yeah.
Appointment number like 4 or 5. I cannot wait to talk to her. Like, I just dump everything on her that I've been like, you know, holding up, and like she's really helped me. Like she's like, write everything down. She was like, I don't care if it's just like, again, in my notebooks. I have a special notebook for her, but like, you know, I don't care if there's like a random line here, a random line there. She was like, write it all down and then talk about it so you don't forget it. I'm like, you're so right.
Like what? Like if you feel anxious or something?
Anything. Like if there's something bothering me that week, if something happened that week, you know, something traumatic or drama or, you know, of whatever sort, it doesn't matter, you know, fighting with whoever. Not that I'm fighting with anybody besides Jim sometimes about, you know, trying to make the HelloFresh meal.
Or we're not taking good pictures of you in the back room.
Exactly.
You know, like,
I'm going to be like, you know, when I'm in therapy, I'm like, oh, I had to take these selfies.
Oh my God.
I didn't like them. They were terrible. But no, like you just write everything in there. And, you know, when we're talking, I open it. I tell her how I was feeling this day or how did I overcome this on this day. And super thankful for that.
And is also like a way for you, like you said, like if you're in the moment feeling anxious, like do you feel like it like just relieves your mind when you just like write something down? That way you're like you put it down so it's kind of out of your mind.
Yeah.
Right? Is that kind of like the thought process behind it too? Yeah.
And then like, you know, a lot of things that you are anxious about, there's no reason to be. But, you know, if somebody doesn't have anxiety, they're not going to understand that.
Right.
Because they're like, well, who cares?
You're like, what does it matter?
Just so who cares? Yeah, like go with the flow. Like
it's like, it doesn't work that way in my brain.
My brain is not wired correctly. I wish we could rewire that. But, you know, it's fine. We're going to figure it out and work through it. But, you know, like sometimes it could be the smallest thing. Like the smallest thing. Like even like going to get like a car wash. I wanted to go so bad today. This morning, I was like, all right, I'm going to go. I saw it. Like there wasn't a line, but there was other people. And sometimes I just can't talk to anybody. I was like, nope, making a left. Got to go home. Cart's filthy. Don't care. I was not doing that.
Yeah.
And it could, the smallest things like that. Going into a store, there's too many people. I'll go home. The amount of times I would do that is unbelievable. Jim's like, I thought you went to the grocery store. I'm like, I tried. He's like, that's okay. I'm like, thank you. We're not doing it today.
Yeah, thanks, Jim.
Or I'm waiting till 9 p.m. He's like, okay. I literally will go after workout in the morning if I have to go, or right at night. Not anymore at night. That scares me. Parking lots are, that's a new thing.
No. Yikes.
Too many creeps.
You do the pickup thing. Where do you go? Do you go to Wegmans?
Well, we just started HelloFresh. So that has been amazing. But, you know, like coffee creamer and all that you need because you can't go without that. So, you know, I'll just like, shockingly enough, I like grocery shopping when there's nobody there. Because again, it's mindless and I'm just doing like mundane things. And again, I know certain people are going to immediately get it. They're going to be like, yep, I understand. That just calmed me down. Other people are like, that's normal. No. There's literally times I will drive up there and go home because there's people. Too many.
Too many of them.
Overstimulating.
I get it.
It's weird.
Plus people are weirdos.
Yeah. And again, why I stopped going at night, because
people are even weirder.
Yeah, you don't know.
Yeah.
You don't know.
You don't know what you're going to get.
No. I already look over my shoulder enough and have exit strategies for everything in my entire life. Again, people are not going to understand that because I brought that up to a friend and she was like, what do you mean you have an exit strategy? I'm like, you know, when you go somewhere, you need an exit strategy. She's like, I've never thought about that.
Like kind of like looking at like the door, like
yeah, I know exactly where I'm going.
Or like on a plane, like
yeah,
if you know, like oh, there's the emergency exit. You count how many chairs it is away.
Yeah, it's like the weirdest thing. Yeah, like certain things. Other time, I mean, if I go to the same place over and over again, I know it's the same route every time. But like I told somebody that, they're like, "What?" I'm like, "Oh, I don't think it's just me, right?" They're like, no, I never thought about that. I was like, okay, well, hopefully I find somebody that does think about this, because
Yeah, but like it's also listen, I'm the same way to a degree, right? Like you're I mean maybe partially for me because like I did karate for a long time, like martial arts, so like I was also always taught to just be aware of my surroundings.
yeah, I've learned from such a young age. Like,
Yeah.
I know, like, I pick out everything
Yeah, me too. Like I'm just
as soon
very
as I do it.
Yeah. I just like I notice. I guess I just notice things that other people don't.
Yeah,
You know, like I'm very observant,
yeah,
and like I don't know, I'm always analyzing people.
same.
And I'm like, yo, like what's that guy doing over there? He's just looking shady.
Yeah.
I don't know why I think like that, but I
Right.
do. Like I'm at
I
the
do.
grocery store and I'm like, yo, that guy's like looking shady over there.
Right,
Like
like
just like weird things.
exactly. Like one time I was leaving, I think it was Press Shopper in like Edwardsville or something. I don't know. We were supposed to get a quote unquote snowstorm. We all knew how the snowstorms work this year.
Oh God.
Literally all I needed
Rain.
was coffee creamer. I was like, and well, we actually needed like some sort of substance, food at this point too, because our fridge was empty.
Bread and milks. Bread and milk. Milks. I said milks.
Milks.
Did I say milks? What the hell is that? What's wrong
No,
with me?
coffee
Milks.
creamer and like chips.
Yeah.
But you know, I'm
essentials,
like,
the
as soon as I
essentials.
was leaving, I knew this guy was following me, and I was like, all right, I either got to call my dad or I got to call Jim. And then I saw like there was a cart guy looking at the same guy, and we kind of just gave each other like a knowing look. And again, it's me. Like I'm going to verbally abuse somebody, or if I have to, I will fight back. I don't really care. But he just like was staring at me the entire time as the guy's following me, and the cart guy was like, I'll take your cart. I was like, okay. And the guy literally ran off. I'm like, all right. Aware of your, like, where are your surroundings? Like, even
Yeah.
if I'm like, I don't know, at Target, if I see like a mom pushing a stroller with her kid into the car, not creepy, but if I'm parked near her, I will literally sit in my car
And wait.
until she
Yes.
puts her child in the car and she gets in, and then I will either leave or go
Yeah.
in the store, because I'm like,
I
if
respect
something
that.
happens,
Yeah, I respect
I gotta
that.
watch her.
Yeah.
Like,
More
again,
people should be like that, by the way. Like
I told somebody
there's-
else that. They're like, you do that? I'm like,
There's nothing wrong with that. Like that's like admirable.
yeah. I'm like, I have to. I don't know. Like, if I see it immediately, I'm like, oh, I gotta make sure that.
Yeah, like I'll even do it. Like I know it sounds like weird, but like, I'll even do that like with like an older person.
Yeah, same.
You know what I mean? This is
I'm like,
like
I
you
gotta
see
make
them,
sure
it's
they're
like
getting in
oh,
their
like
car.
okay,
Do they need help?
Yeah.
I will help them.
Right.
Like,
yeah,
if they need, like, if they're struggling, put groceries in their car,
Yeah.
like, something. But like something about that, I'm like, I have to watch that. Like, I need to make sure for myself that
Yeah, that you know-
they're
you know that
okay.
they're good.
I don't even know these people. They don't know me. They're never gonna see me. I'm never gonna see them. But I'm watching, making sure they're getting in their car. Who does that?
yeah,
Me
yeah,
and you.
yeah,
No.
and me, yeah, yeah. No, I don't know. I'm just like very aware of stuff like that, like all the time. Mm-hmm. You know, like almost like anticipating. Not that like I'm looking for something negative to happen,
Right.
but like
But if something happens, I know
if
what
something
to
happens,
do.
like you're prepared.
Yeah.
Like you know what's going on. Like
Mm-hmm.
you know who's in the room. You know where that car is. You know what I mean? Like you
Yeah.
take note. Like I don't know. Maybe you took notice of a license plate or
Mm-hmm.
like. Also, I think you with probably with your dad. Being in law enforcement, like you probably also think a lot
Yeah.
more like that. Probably just because of
I know. I get told, like, all of my
Right?
clients are like, oh, Bri, I
Yeah.
can tell how you grew up. I'm like, yeah, I just, certain things I get, like, I understand, or
Yeah.
I watch out for, or
Yeah.
just silly
I
stuff.
I almost like get mad when people like don't understand that.
Yeah.
And they're like, well, why are you paying attention? I'm like, what do you mean? I'm just like, how are you not looking at this? Like,
yeah,
how
like,
do you not see
I
this?
have to watch this.
Right?
Why? I don't know. Like, but in my brain, I'm like, I gotta watch this.
or like secret
or
spies.
Like, yeah. Or like lock the door. I'm like, Jim, did you lock the door? What?
Oh my God.
I'm like, lock the door. What do you mean lock the
too.
door?
All
Like
the time.
My house is like Fort Knox. I
Me
swear
too.
to God. The one day, I don't even know who came over. My brother-in-law. He was trying to open the back door. He's like, Bri, what the hell? I'm like, oh, there's like 3 other locks. He's like, honey. I'm like, what? He's like,
You
are
got, like,
you?
the latch
He's
and the
like,
latch
are
and-
you okay? And I was like, we know I'm not, but what
But
are
we
you
just
gonna
we like locked doors around here.
We need to lock everything up
Yeah.
immediately. Crazy. But again, like, I'm more worried about protecting everybody and everything around me, even if I don't know them. So,
Yeah.
all of these mothers, I'm like watching out for them, but I'm
Yeah.
like, I gotta protect them.
You're like Batman.
That's my favorite superhero too.
For real?
Yes.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You
Obsessed.
got wore the black today.
Obsessed.
Like,
yeah.
like Batman look.
Literally
Gotta get you a
had
mask.
like, probably I have one at the house.
Should've brought
Not gonna
one.
lie, my whole like childhood bedroom was like Batman.
For real?
Not girly girl, nothing.
Okay.
Batman bed sheets,
all
you
good.
name it.
Yeah.
I'm like 18. I'm like, it's fine.
So I got the Batman bed sheets.
Yeah, it's all good.
You still have them today, don't you?
No.
Are they on the bed right now?
No, I think they're at my mom's house.
Bring them back.
I think she might have gave me the comforter, but I'm not 100%. No, it's probably at her house. I left
So you had the whole set.
I know, she gets so mad at me. I got to go pick up stuff from her house.
You had the whole
It's
Batman
just-
set.
It's literally just sitting in my old bedroom. She's like, Bri, honey, are you going to
It's
come
time.
get this?
It's
I'm like,
time.
yeah. She boxed it all up. It's all there. I'm like, yeah, I'm going to come get it. Never came. Sorry, Mom.
Yeah.
Never came. I'll come to her house. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm gonna take that. Never. I'm like, oh crap.
See, my mom would have it ready for me. She'll be carrying it out to my car.
Yeah.
That's how she is. Like,
she'll remind me every
yeah.
time I'm there.
Like,
I'm
I'll forget
yeah.
too unless she tells me.
I went through the boxes one time. I'm like, oh my gosh, I forgot about this. Oh my gosh, I forgot about this picture. I could have easily just took it and carried it on
yeah,
the
but you
steps.
didn't. You just put it back in the box.
Absolutely.
Of course.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I gotta get those, Mom. I'm gonna come get them
On that.
eventually.
Yes. Eventually. And you will.
Oh, I will.
Eventually.
Eventually.
That's right.
Procrastination.
King and queen of it right here.
Absolutely.
My
This
God.
episode is like
But you know what? Yeah, crazy. But I think the thing though too, like, I mean, even with me, it's like in those moments like where like you have to perform and where you have to get something done or you're up against a deadline, like 99.9% of the time I get it done.
yeah.
You know, like that's like the thing. It's not like I just procrastinate, don't ever do it. Like, I mean,
No, I might have to
still-
wait until the
Yeah.
last second to do it, but I'm going to do it.
but you do it.
Yeah.
And then you do it good.
Yeah.
You know, but also sometimes even from a creative standpoint, like I don't know how you feel in terms like the creativity and just in general. It could be anything in creative. It doesn't matter what it is. You know, it could be hair, it could be writing, it could be, you know, anything, creating anything. But like, you know, sometimes I just feel like I don't have like that creative
The inspiration.
Yeah, until
There's
like
none.
Yeah, until you have it,
Right.
you don't have it. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? Like
like,
until
there's
that
some
moment.
days
It's
like, you know, again, with our job, like we said, social media and you're posting and, you know, doing
Yeah.
all this to stay not relevant, but also just, you know, keep your followers engaged. Like there could be stretches of days I'm like, it doesn't matter that I have 30 new pictures. I physically just have nothing to say.
yes.
Like I can't even pretend to write something or pretend to put it up. It could be, you know, maybe I'm, you know, depression's sliding in or something's happening, but like the inspiration isn't there.
Right.
Not that I
get it.
create something beautiful on somebody's head, but I just can't even post it. I'm like, ugh. Like making a
Yeah, you're
reel.
like, I'll do it tomorrow.
Yeah, like making a reel. Like a lot goes into that. I don't think people understand. Like
Yeah.
you have to slice this. You have to put this in. You have to make sure this like lines up with the correct audio
Yeah.
and overstimulated.
I got another app for that too. Splice.
Oh, yeah, I have that.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't really know how to use it, so I
Really?
don't.
It's actually really easy. Try it. Seriously, it's actually like super easy. Like I make a lot of my like if anyone's watching and like any sees like okay, not the videos that the captions of like the clips of the show that are on social media, but like anything else that I do, like I'll probably, you know, at this point it'll already been posted, but like I just got that sweat tent. That
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so like I made a video. I
Did you use it yet?
oh yeah.
Is it awesome?
It is the greatest thing ever. It is so legit.
I know. I was like looking at
my
it.
God.
I was looking at all the reviews.
Oh, my
I'm like,
God.
ooh, that looks pretty good.
It is legit. Like so legit.
I would need a cold plunge though next to it.
That's coming next. Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm jealous.
Yeah. And by the way, so like I know we've got like way off tangent, but
That's
there's two parts to this. So
This is totally us.
yeah, I know. Part one is I was saying how the Splice app, but like we were talking about how long it takes to make reels,
Right.
TikToks, whatever the hell you want to call them, short videos, right? So with the sweat tent, like I took several separate videos of just unboxing it, putting it together, and then me using it. Like it's a genuine review.
Right.
Okay. So, and just my experience like with it. And I take all those, it might've been like 10 or 15 different clips.
Mm-hmm.
Some might be 10 seconds, some might be a minute, but then I'm gonna chop all those down to just a few seconds each.
Right.
But anyway, Splice app, that's like the app I use. Splice app. And then I use Captions app for, if I want to add captions, not,
Right.
you know, not every video is going to need that.
Right.
But those are my two,
yeah, I had it. I just couldn't
content
figure
creation.
it out. I mean, it
Yeah.
takes me a while. Like, you know, Canva,
Yeah.
I was like, I could not figure out Canva for the life of me for like quite a while. And
then
now
once
I
you-
got
yeah,
it.
Yeah.
So like, I really have to like work with it, and then I'll be able to do it. So I just didn't give myself enough time to do it.
Right.
But, like, again, like we were saying, like some days it's just like,
You just don't,
No, I don't
Like,
want to go on.
Yeah. And like I have, like, maybe I'll post time. I probably won't, maybe tomorrow now at this point. But the sweat tent, the video I made. And by the way, use code OTS. This is legit. They reached out and they said, hey, do you want to join our program?
Love
Whatever.
that.
So, disclaimer, I will get a slight commission if anyone does purchase
Sweat tent,
it.
I'll take
So
one.
go to sweattent.com, and they're not cheap, but
Worth it.
very worth it. Use code OTS, you'll get $100 off. Okay. And legitimate. I mean, the thing is so cool. It's you can put it outside, like literally anywhere, and there's a wood
Burner.
wood burning
Now,
stove
does it
inside.
smell
No.
like a fire?
No. Not inside. No.
Right.
It's there's a I don't know, I'm calling it a chimney, but it's probably a bad word for it. It's not really it's just a pipe, that goes
Like a filter, like an air filter?
Well, it's like a steel, like,
Yeah, like,
I
get it.
Yeah, it's
like a wood burning stove has the thing. It goes outside.
Yeah,
yada,
like
yada.
I'm just gonna show you, like, just so you can see, and maybe we'll have Eric pulled up on the video.
Yeah, put a little down below.
Yeah. But I'll drop the link in the
bio.
and the captions and the comment, whatever, people. Just sweattent.com, use code OTS at checkout, $100 off.
Perfect.
But yeah, where is it? Okay. I'm like fumbling here to find this. You probably saw it in the video, or the picture I posted, but it
I
is
went
kind of hard
on their
to see.
Instagram and
Somebody did comment that on Facebook and was like, where does the smoke go?
yeah, that's what I was
For real, like, where does the smoke go? And I was like,
confused about, because I'm like, if it's wood burning, I was like, it probably smell like a fire.
Yeah. And it's like, okay, cool, I get it. Why can't I find the right photo, for the love of God? Like, I don't want to show you like a generic one that's like on their thing, because it's just, this one's like kind of okay. But, like,
I get it.
See it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So obviously you have to assemble this
Right.
yourself, by the way. Assembly required.
Did you do it alone?
You know what? I'm really proud of myself.
You did?
I'd say 85 to 90%.
I thought Jess would be the brains behind the
Well,
operation.
she always is, and I'm gonna give her credit for that. She always is. I don't read directions. I hate reading directions.
Same.
Hate it. I just hate it. I'll just
like this looks good. Looks like it goes together.
Yeah, just does it connect? Okay, if so, keep going. Right? If it doesn't, then
like a puzzle.
still don't read the directions, but just try to figure out what
Yep.
connects. Right?
YouTube at that point.
Yeah. So I gotta say, and this is just an honest review, and I'm not saying this just because, like, I literally they just got approved me today and asked me today if I want to be included in the program. Right?
Yeah.
So, but legitimately, it was actually very easy to put together. The tent itself, like the actual outer structure, it's almost like, think of like, like those pop-up tents that you
Yeah,
see, like,
that's
like
what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's already like, you literally is taken, this is the one part that Jess had helped me with, because I wouldn't read the directions. And like, when you first open the box and you open it up, it doesn't just pop open. Like, there's these things on all four corners. You just kind of have to like
Pull
use a
them
little
out.
force to pull.
Yeah.
And at first, like, I didn't understand, and I was trying to do it myself. And like, Braden's running over here. He's
Braden's, like, in the tent
Yeah,
as
he
it
falls
pops
down.
up.
He's crying. I'm like yelling over here. I'm like, I can't get this to open. And of course, I won't. I had the directions open. They were there. I just like glanced at them.
That's all we do is glance.
Yeah, I just like looked at them. They're there.
It's the creative though.
It is.
Because like analytical people are gonna read the directions word for word.
Yeah. Ugh.
And
God bless
what
those
am I
people.
gonna do? That's what it looks like.
Yeah. If it
I'm
looked,
gonna do it.
Okay, I'll just try to get that piece. So that was the one part she helped with, was she helped me figure out how to pull the sides out. And again, it was actually very easy, people. Like, I just am
It
impatient.
came in like 6 boxes, didn't it?
It did, because there's a lot to it, right? So like, there's the bench. There's actually like the bench that goes inside of it, but the bench is extra money.
Yeah.
But by the way, I didn't know it cost extra. The bench is extra, people.
Just lay in it.
It is cool. I did lay down, and that was very cool. But also, like, there's like a bucket with a ladle, like that whole thing. Again, it's extra. I'm sorry, people, but buy it. It's worth it. Okay.
Just get the extras.
Just get the extras. Like, there's like add-on. Once you add to your cart, then it's like, oh, do you want the bench? Oh, do you want the bucket? Well, you have to. I mean, yeah.
Yeah,
You're
if
not
I'm gonna buy it, I'm gonna go
Right.
all out.
Right.
Why wouldn't I?
Right. But honestly, it was so very easy to put together. Not that long. I don't know. Maybe it took me a couple hours, but it didn't need to be. But the reason maybe it took me that long is because I don't read directions. Okay. I just, was freestyling it. And then I got sidetracked over here.
Yeah.
I'm doing this over here.
Somebody called.
Yeah. I'm also trying to make videos of this whole thing the whole time.
Yeah.
So that was also, just to do an honest review. You know, it had nothing to do with like, oh, I got to make this video because I'm getting paid for it.
No,
because I
you just
wasn't
wanna make
at the
the video.
time,
Yeah.
right? I was like, oh, this is cool, and yeah, so I'm making the video too, whatever. Yeah, so but just help me just pulling the sides, all good. But yeah, then I did the rest. I'm like so proud of myself. I never like from start to finish ever like do any of that. Like she is like the put together if that's
Right.
a word in this family. She just does that. She is like solid.
Yep.
She is like you know, a warrior.
Absolutely.
When it comes to that
I
stuff.
get it.
But yeah, so yeah, really proud of myself. I actually did it.
Proud
I
of
felt
you.
so accomplished after too. I'm like, oh my God, this is like the first thing probably in my entire life.
I did start to finish.
Yeah. I mean, again, with the exception she helped.
She did help
figure out the
pull it
little
apart.
Tent part. You know, and she monitored Braden over here. You know, and we were all playing outside too, and it was
Right.
all good. But yeah, super cool, super hot. Actually, not cool, but cool. Yeah,
Nice
it's
play
so,
on words.
Yeah, I like that. But yeah, it heats up like really quick.
Yeah.
Like literally, like, exactly. By the way, people, like, and this hardly ever happens. Exactly how it's advertised and how it looks
works.
is exactly how you get it.
That never
how
happens.
it works, and it works. Like they're still like a startup. Like they're very new. Like they had like a thing on like Indiegogo or one of those websites that people
Yeah.
like fund it, right?
Oh.
Almost like a Kickstarter.
Wow.
And I think they might even, I don't know if they're still doing another round, but I know they got a whole bunch of funding through that.
I love people that do that and
Yeah.
they create like an amazing product.
Yeah, it's
I'm
like, and this thing like
that's
freaking
awesome.
like took off, and it's like
Right.
taking off. Like you can't even.
And
like,
they're still technically a small business,
yeah,
which is
yeah.
awesome.
And like you like if you order one now, like I think they're still like a few months out, like because that's how popular it
That's
got. So you know, I'm sorry if you go to order one, you're not getting it for a couple months. I think they said the
Just
next
in time
shipment
for
might,
winter.
Yeah, but that's the thing. It's all weather. You can leave it up all year round outside. You can leave it
You
up
don't
all
have
year.
to take it down.
You don't, but it does say, you know, disclaimer. You know, if you leave it up, I mean, you know, it's
might
gonna
get
wear.
wear and
It's gonna
tear,
wear a little more, but it's waterproof, like everything. Like you could. I mean, there's videos. You go on their social media and look. There's people like legitimately like, using it in pouring rain, like all good. Like yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
I know. I did see the guy when it was snowing outside, him
Yeah.
popping out of the tent. I
Yeah,
was like,
yeah.
Oh.
It literally. Yeah.
And then I think he had the cold plunge next to him.
Right. Yeah.
I
yeah.
need both.
So honestly, it was awesome. I love it. And by the way, I know because we were just talking about like a little bit about the mental health thing, but and I'm pulling up their website because I just gotta look at it. Lowers blood pressure, relieves stress, sleep better, boost mood. I mean, like there's a lot.
Yeah,
And
a lot of health benefits.
Yeah, I'm really talking this up, but because I actually really enjoyed it.
Yeah. If
And
you
I
didn't
re-
like it, you wouldn't say it.
No.
That's the same with me. I'm like, ugh.
Yeah, I just
Like,
wouldn't. I wouldn't be talking at this length about it because I just wouldn't
Right.
care. I just be like, oh yeah, it was cool, great, move on.
Yeah, there's like hair products that people rave about, and I hate them. And people
Yeah.
are like, I don't understand how you hate them. I'm like, because it doesn't work. It's
Yeah.
a scam.
Yeah.
I don't know what to tell you. If you like it, good for you. I don't.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to talk about it. But something that I do love, I'm going to talk about it. I'm going to make a video about it. I'm
Yeah.
not getting paid. I wish I was.
Right.
I wish I was getting some free shit sent to me or something like that. But like, I'm doing this because I love it. And I'm not like a pushy person with products. Like, yes, of course you need good products to have good hair. But there's only certain things that I would be like, hey, you need this, this, and this. That's it. Like my one client, she was like, oh my God, my husband's going to love you. Like I have like 1 million products in the bathroom and now I have 3. And I was like, I love that. Like that makes me happy.
Yeah.
Because
yeah.
I just want you to use stuff that works.
Yeah, and shit that you actually like, and you're not just
Yeah.
like you're not just selling something just to, you know, make $1. Like you
No.
like genuinely believe it, and like that's like
Yeah.
the difference. I think that's why I've gone it's like such great length to like tell you about this right
Yeah.
now because like honestly, it was such a great experience, and it's such a cool product. Like who the hell else has a mobile sauna?
Right.
It's mobile. You can pack it up. It comes with a freaking carrying case. You
Where
can
are
throw.
you taking it?
I don't know if I'm gonna take it anywhere, but like you
Yeah,
could
but where do people take it?
wherever. It literally
Like camping?
yeah.
I don't camp. I don't like the
Okay.
bugs. But you know, I'm just saying
Yeah,
camping.
Like you could literally take it camping. Like you can take it, you know, to your lake house if you have a lake, whatever. Like you can take it like where you could, you know, you can take it to a friend's house.
Right.
Like literally, you can just like take it to a friend's house if you like. It's like, hey, I mean, granted, it's gonna be a little to tear it down and set it back up,
Right.
etc. But
But if you're staying for a
Yeah.
couple nights,
Yeah.
Airbnb, if you're going on a vacation,
right? You take the damn sweat tent with you.
it's perfect.
Yeah. So I can't wait to use it more.
I gotta get one.
It's like the coolest thing ever. It really is.
I gotta get one.
It's
now.
so freaking
Jim's
cool.
gonna hear this. He's like, we're ordering this right now.
Yeah. Honestly, like and like I said, like it, just like it's advertised is how it actually works. And like they say, like that can get up to like 200 or 220
I saw that.
within 30 minutes. And I will say, like, I didn't actually test that to get
Right, to see how long
to get
it
that
took.
high. But like I'll say this, and this is the honest truth, because I don't know. That'll probably happen. It got up to 140 degrees like in like maybe 10 minutes.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's wild.
Yeah. So I mean, clearly it's gonna hit the 220 in the
Right.
like I honestly haven't even tried it. I didn't even try to hit that high and time it. But like I lit the fire in there and like it got to like 140, and I'm like, oh my god, like I opened it and I looked at the, because it comes with a thermometer.
Yeah.
You can see the thermometer through the side. I'm like, oh my god, it's already at 140. I'm like, I'm going in. I was expecting it to take longer.
Yeah.
You know, and
You got to get sponsored for this.
well, I have a.
Well, you have the link, but
yeah,
they have to sponsor
yeah.
the podcast now.
Yeah.
Hope they listen
Better.
to this one.
Better. Oh my god, this whole episode.
we
This
gotta
whole
send
episode
it
is
to
about the
them.
sweat tent,
We got to send it to them.
right? Last time it was about what was it?
Manscaped.
Manscaped. Yeah. Psst,
That was a bust.
loser.
Didn't even work
Yeah.
on camera.
I know. What a fail.
We don't have Cassie here for that
Cassie.
either.
Oh my god, Cassie. How do we not talk about Cassie yet?
I mean, if people didn't listen to the first one, they're going to be like, who the fuck is Cassie?
yeah. So if people want to see Bill, aka Cassie,
Cassie.
yeah, we'll
Go to episode 101 or
we'll throw
Eric,
a little Eric.
insert clip here,
Yes, insert clip here.
like
Do like
here,
one of
like
these.
in front of my face, or here.
Yeah, whatever fits best. Right there, Eric. Yeah, we'll throw a little Cassie up
He's
there.
going to be like, I hate the both of you so much.
He is. He's gonna be so mad.
He's going to be miserable.
We're causing like extra work here. Getting more work for him to do.
So much. Wait until I post a picture of him not here on the couch.
That's right.
I'm copy and pasting him right in it.
Superimpose him in there.
So mad he's not
Yeah.
here.
So yeah, get your sweat tents, people.
I gotta get one now.
Yeah, and honestly, like I when I used to like go to a gym, like I loved going into the sauna.
Mm-hmm.
Like I did like it, and like I think I like it even more now.
Because it's at your house.
Yeah, not
so
yeah,
convenient.
not only with that, it's just I don't know. It just like grew on me in the literally the couple days that I had it. I'm like, this is just so cool.
Yeah, you just want to go in it.
Yeah,
You're like, all right, I got to do this now.
yeah.
But
And-
you actually want to.
Yeah, and I guess because in the last, maybe like I said, like in years past, like where I went in the sauna, like I never really thought about or like looked into like the health benefits and stuff that like it really
Yeah,
could
I didn't know the
have,
health
like,
benefits at all.
yeah, like boost metabolism and, you know, lower blood pressure and like all this stuff. I mean, like again, it's all right on their website. So like
Yeah.
I'm, you know, this isn't like me saying this is like, you know, improve circulation, et cetera. Like there's a lot of stuff. Like, you know, if it's somebody that, you know, whether it's mental health or anything, like if you just like want to go in there and like decompress and like,
That'd be perfect.
you know,
Yeah.
like it's just like a cool, like almost like
after work, you're
yeah,
like,
like a
I'm just gonna
meditation.
go lay in it.
Yeah. Yeah. And it fits more than one person too, by the way. Like obviously, you know.
perfect.
So like if, you know, multiple, you know, husband and
Right.
wife or, you know, friends, whoever,
They could all go in it.
you can all go in it.
I love that.
Yeah. The bench is probably really only made for like 2 people, to be
Yeah.
honest. But I think you can get a second bench. And I think you might be able to fit a second bench in there. Or just put something else in there, but wood only people, obviously. No metal lawn chairs. They'll I think it'll burn. I think it'll burn you.
Thank
Don't
God
do that.
for that
That'll
disclaimer.
burn you. That'll burn you. Also, don't touch the stove, okay, people? Don't.
You touched it.
Well, of course I touched it. I had to touch it. Burned my finger a little bit.
I would
but
have done that as
I was
well.
like, but no, it wasn't. So it was the pipe, that long pipe, which is, by the way, it's like 6-7 feet. Like you piece it all
Yeah.
together, whatever. And by the way, one very important step. I'm like
You were really hyping this up. This,
Wow. I just wanna say this
They should
because-
have been here, not me.
Oh my God, I know. But I made a little mistake though in the beginning. I gotta admit, like I made one almost a fatal error. Wait to hear. So
I'm terrified.
okay. So the stove itself, when you first get it, you have to like burn. You have to do like a
Like a burn test.
like a burn. Yeah, like before you actually put it in the tent and use it. You have to set it off to the side and do like a just light it and just let it burn for, you know, I forget how long. Look in the directions, people. I didn't. But I put a few pieces of wood in there.
Obviously,
It
why
burnt-
this was almost fatal.
Right, yeah. So this is the fatal part, not that part. Like I did
No,
that right.
you
But
not
here-
reading the directions
Yes.
is to why it was
Okay,
almost fatal.
But here's the fatal part. So the stove has 4 legs that pop out on the bottom, like 4 feet. Guess who didn't put the feet down? And guess what's on the bottom of the 4 feet? Rubber. Guess what happens to rubber when it gets hot? It melts. God. So I forgot to put the feet down and did the test burn. So then I put it in the tent and I'm like, oh my God, I did not put the feet down. And I'm like, well, we're here. Okay. So I got through it. I survived. We're all good. Nothing happened. It's still like a little
We
elevated.
lived.
It's still a little elevated off the ground. So all
Yeah.
good. All good. But
Put the
so-
legs down.
so yeah, so Yes. So then I had to, I wait, cool down. I, take it apart, I turn it over. Well, guess what? The feet are melted to the bottom of the stove. And I'm like, no, I ruined my sweat tent.
Day one.
Day one. Yeah. Actually, this was like day 2, but like day 1 was just like test.
Yeah.
But so first time like really use, I'm like, oh my God, I ruined my stove. But I didn't, people. It was all good. Like it was only melted like a little bit. I was able to just
ripped it off.
I was able to, yeah, but all still good, all still attached. They only like melted like on the sides, not on the bottom. So like it was good. It survived. Oh my God, people are probably like, shut up about that goddamn sweat tent
this
already.
goddamn podcast today. It's like 2 friends just like shooting the shit, having
Seriously,
coffee.
talking about sweat tents here.
This has no
Jesus.
value to my life.
Right? But the sweat tent is value. Look, we talk about beware of your surroundings.
Yeah.
And the sweat tent. That's it.
sweat tent.
That's the episode.
That's it. We're done. I'm
Episode,
out.
right? Like,
I'm leaving.
my God.
Slamming the blue door on my way.
Right? Yeah. So it all worked out. It was fine. Like
Thank
the
God.
feet were mostly fine, and it's stable. It's all good. Which, by the way, the thing like weighs like a real lot of weight. I can't even speak now. Weighs a lot of. Did I say weighs a lot of weight? It's heavy. It's heavy, people. The sweat tent is heavy. I think that. My God. You're
People
losing
are gonna
here.
be like,
oh my God.
Why are we listening to these two? Like I
my
thought they were gonna talk
God.
about something. Like I'm crying.
And it's just me not being able to speak English today, and talking about the sweat tent for too long.
Yep.
I don't even remember what I was saying. Oh, it
At
weighs
this
a lot.
point,
It weighs
yeah.
a lot. So even if I did melt
It weighs a weight.
it weighs a lot of weight. Yeah. Even if I did ruin the feet, I think it still would have been fine, because I mean, they pull it. They're not like rubber feet. It's metal feet with just a little like rubber hoof.
Yeah.
Call them a hoof. Like little rubber hoofs on the bottom. Like, cut the show. It's
We
over.
canceled the entire
Oh my
episode.
God. Should we just bag this whole thing? Just maybe try to get.
Do we have to restart it?
I don't know. What do you think? Let's keep going with it.
All right,
anyway,
fuck it. You gotta listen to
I gotta
all
finish
this,
I gotta
guys.
finish the hoof story. The point that was that the sweat tent, the stove itself is heavy enough that like it just weighs itself down.
Yeah.
Plus then it comes like with the rocks, whatever those rocks are that you dump the water on, and
Yeah.
the
Like
hot-
sauna rocks.
Yeah, the sauna rocks. Yeah, whatever they are. You actually get a box of rocks, which is like, you joke like, oh, I got a box of rocks. You actually
Charlie Brown.
You actually get a box of rocks, sauna rocks.
And it's like when you want them.
Yeah, for real. Like
And
I've
you have
never
to pay
been.
for a box of rocks.
You actually have to. Yeah, you have to pay. Yeah, that was like. I think that was like the second heaviest part of this whole thing. The
rocks.
stove is one, and then the box of rocks the rocks obviously came in their own box. Yeah, so it came in like 6 pieces, depending on how much you
Yeah.
get. The bench was one box.
I saw the
stove was-
video because I was like, damn.
Yeah. I got
UPS
got the
must have
extras.
loved you
Oh,
that
probably-
day.
Oh, I hated me. But it comes in like in separate shipments.
Oh, okay.
But still, the one day I think like 4. I think like 2 things came like one day, and then the next was like 4, and that was probably all the heavy. That was probably the heavy stove and the heavy rocks. Oh, for sure it was. But
He's like, I'm never delivering
Yeah.
to this house again.
yeah. So yeah, don't touch the stove. It's really hot, people. You can't
Put the
sue
legs
me. Don't sue
down.
them. Yeah. Put the feet down.
Read
with
the
yeah.
directions.
Read the directions. Don't touch the stove. It does get obviously like really hot, and there's of course there's no like there's
Don't
no
put metal. Don't put in a metal seat in
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
It's all good.
These are things you don't think about until you're in a sweat tent.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah,
Never did that before, so guess I gotta buy one.
you got to buy one, people.
Next purchase.
My God. All right, we need to move on from the
Yeah, we
sweat
gotta
tent.
move on.
I got nothing else though. I got nothing other than that. I was really pumped to talk about the sweat tent. I'm glad it came up.
It might have been 35 minutes of the sweat tent. It's fine.
Yeah.
All good.
Oh, it's gonna be a whole chapter.
Eric's literally gonna be like editing this. Like
He's gonna be
this
like,
is
dude, that's too much sweat
unbelievable.
tent.
Yeah, he's gonna be pissed.
Oh man, I can't believe I rambled that long. I'm embarrassed now.
It's fine.
Kind of embarrassed.
You could just like cut it out and
I don't
make
think
it
I'm
its own
gonna.
episode.
Maybe.
You really can.
They're gonna
My
like-
episode would be like 15 minutes long then.
Pretty
People
much.
don't have to listen to me. They'd be like, we love it.
Yeah.
I'm out.
I'll just make the sweat tent like it could just be like a solo episode, just me talking about the sweat tent.
Sponsor.
Yeah.
And then who knows? It might get you real far.
Maybe. Either way, I don't care. I'm still just happy that I have the sweat tent. And listen, I don't care if you guys buy or not. I really don't care. It'd be cool if you do. I'll make $2. And listen, I'm loving the sweat
loving
tent.
it.
You're gonna get a sweat tent. You get a sweat tent. You get a sweat tent. If I can gift sweatpants, I would.
We're not at that level yet.
Yeah, we're not at that level yet, but maybe one day.
One day.
Yeah,
We're
maybe-
going to speak
maybe
into
100
existence.
maybe 100 of you people buy them. Maybe they'll
We
give us
might be able to do a
a
giveaway of one.
Ooh, yeah. All right, people, buy the sweatpants.
Honestly, I think when they listen to this episode and hear the 35 minutes of the sweat tent, they might just allow us to do a
They
giveaway.
better at this point, for the love of God.
It is what it is. I think it's
I'm sorry I
gonna
dragged
happen.
you in here just to talk about the sweat tent, by the way.
It's fine. I get
Part
it.
2 is supposed to be like,
Part 2, we're supposed to
homecoming.
talk about it,
new-
what
new-
happened in the last
yeah.
year and a half. I get told about a sweat tent for 35 minutes.
You got lectured on.
lectured.
Yeah.
Lectured.
Everybody did. But listen, I want to make sure that nobody else burns the hoofs, right? I want to make sure nobody else melts the feet off the.
Don't touch what's metal.
Yeah, don't touch the metal. I just want to make sure. Like, I made a mistake or two, and I want to, this
Own up
was a
to
real
it.
life thing. Because
Own
somebody
up
else
to
could
it.
easily make that mistake too, and then you'd be like, shit, ruin the feet.
Absolutely.
So,
Get it.
hey, trial and error.
Trial and error.
Story of my life. Just figure it out as you go.
Story of my life. I figure it out as I go. That's
Right?
literally my slogan. I'm like, figure it out. We could watch a YouTube about this.
Right?
We could Google it. If I don't know what to do at work, I'm like, not hair wise. We're talking
Yeah,
about the
good-
behind
yeah,
the
good-
scenes
good
again.
disclaimer, good disclaimer, yeah.
We're talking
She
about
knows what she's doing with hair, people.
the behind the scenes again. I'm like, I gotta figure this out. All right, we'll just gotta do this. Gotta figure it out as you go.
Hey, I think more people do that than
They'd
people
like to
admit.
admit.
Yeah, and we all do it, people. Like, we all do it.
They hide it. They make it seem like they're
Yeah.
perfect.
I Google things 1,000,000 times a day to figure
Oh my
things out.
god! If somebody saw my Google search,
Oh,
no,
yeah.
I gotta go.
I'm like Googling. Sometimes I'll even Google words that I don't know how to spell just to make sure I'm still
Or if
spelling
I
it
like,
right.
if I see the word like in a book, I'm like, I don't know what it means. Google, and
Yeah.
it could be like the smallest thing. I'm like, well, figured it out
Yeah,
now.
I don't have a big vocab either. Not insinuating you don't, but just 'cause
Depends
you
on the
said-
day.
Yeah,
It depends on the day.
I'm like not.
Sometimes I'll use a word. I'm like, where the hell did that come from?
What does that even mean? I hear
And, like,
somebody else using it.
Why? How did I know that? And then another day, I'm like, I can't speak. I have no idea.
Like me, weighs a
Yeah.
lot of weight.
Weighs a lot of weight.
Weighs a lot of weight.
That's the caption of this video.
Yeah.
Weighs a lot of
Yeah,
weight.
sweat tent weighs a lot of weight, people. The tent itself is light. The stove is heavy. Yeah.
Disclaimer.
Yeah, disclaimer.
But yeah, no, people have to admit to it more.
Yeah. There's nothing wrong with it.
You're
There's
not
no
good
shame.
at
Yeah.
everything.
Yeah.
You're not good at everything. If we
No.
were all good at everything, like you said, it'd be the AI robots.
Seriously. We'd be coming up with Captions app and Splice apps and
Yep.
Canva and whatever the
It's
hell else
just
and
not
making millions of dollars instead of us sitting here talking about the sweat tent.
sweat tent that weighs a lot of weight.
Weighs a lot of weight.
No, like
Yeah.
just gotta figure it out.
But AI is cool.
I still need to figure it out. I don't understand it. I don't know why people are like so for it and then there's like so many people so against it. I understand the whole like,
Yeah.
you can make a video of somebody and then put a different
Yeah.
like you could make
Yeah, it's a
me
little
saying
weird.
something completely different with my voice.
Yeah, it could be
that
trouble.
that freaks me out.
Yeah.
Only reason I know
Yeah.
that I saw it on the news. But
Right.
you know.
That could be bad. But there's also a lot of like good stuff that like just help like
Business.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then of course anything could be used good for bad, like
Yeah.
good or bad.
right. Just
But-
depends on how you use it.
Yeah.
And who's using it.
True.
Yes.
Who's using it is the
Yeah.
actually
And you can't really control that.
no, unfortunately.
But yes,
Could there'd be a lot of differences in the world.
for sure.
Well, that's for sure.
Yeah. So use AI for good, people.
For good.
For good only.
You gotta make a caption, get the captions app.
That's it.
Don't be putting somebody else's voice over a video.
Don't do that. Put their face in there.
It's like the whole Britney scandal. They're saying it's an AI generated
What?
Yeah.
Britney.
Free Britney movement. You're not into
Well,
that?
okay, no, I know that. Like she like
I love
the
reality.
whole thing with like her and her dad.
No, like
Right,
this
or-
is her and her husband's like
Oh.
thing. Like she's again alleged people. This is all from what I'm watching.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
It's a good
I
word.
do love that word.
Me too.
I use that a lot. But I was I don't know. There's like 7 videos I was watching last night. I
This is
couldn't
more of
stop.
a comedy episode, by the way.
Absolutely.
And I love that.
Absolutely.
I, like it.
I
think
was
it's good.
just telling Jim before I left. I was like, I'm like Heather McMahon. If nobody knows who that is, you need to follow her, listen to her along with us. But like, and watch her, you will like cry. Like when you need a laugh, you need to watch her. Like I'm obsessed But I was like, that's what I am. Like, I feel like I'm just like coming out doing something crazy, but you know,
Yeah.
little bits and pieces of actual personal life are in there. But what were we talking about?
I
Oh,
don't
Brittany.
know.
Brittany,
yeah.
Brittany and AI.
Yeah.
No, I was watching these videos last night that they're saying Brittany's, again, alleged, sorry.
Yep.
Brittany's not actually here. Here. Mm-hmm. So they're using these videos in different apps and they're like seeing that, again, the one, it did look like there was like somebody was using a filter to look like Brittany. But
So
it was
who's doing this though? You said her husband or no?
Yes, but nobody can allegedly.
But like where is
Do
she?
you ever see nobody knows because she hasn't been shot by the paparazzi in forever.
And did she go like silent on her social media? Because I know like
do
she's
you ever,
been.
do you follow her on social media?
I don't.
You have to.
I don't think I do. But like I know like a while back when she was doing all those
No,
crazy
she
dances
still
and
does.
stuff.
She does these
still doing
crazy captions, but they're very like cryptic. And you can't comment on them anymore. And the one, I guess all these fans were, calling like 911 saying like, I need a welfare check on Britney Spears, blah, 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 blah. So then she made a, caption. She was like, you guys need to stop. I'm okay, blah, blah, blah. But no one's seen her leave her home. And then they're saying that Paris Hilton's wedding and people are like putting pictures of Britney over it to make it look like she got married. I gotta send you these videos.
Wild.
It is wild.
Wow.
It's wild.
I didn't know there was some wild things going on there.
Yeah.
I kind of like
in
lost
deep
touch after like when she was like making
2020.
maybe or in the last like year or so.
Yeah. That's when the wild ones came out, like end of 21, I think.
I just remember the ones of her like dancing when she was
She's
still like
still
at
doing it.
like with her dad's house or something.
No, that's her house.
Oh, okay.
And then supposedly she moved, but she didn't really move because all the videos are in the old house.
Oh, okay.
Again, you gotta watch these.
Weird.
This is what I do when I need to decompress.
Yeah.
I'm watching these alleged videos.
Yeah, potential fake videos.
God bless.
Fun times.
Fun times.
Yeah. So I think we'll have you back for the third episode. And the third episode will actually be like a real episode.
Yeah, we'll bring our notebooks.
Yeah. Yes.
We'll
actually have like some structure.
Compare.
Yeah. We'll compare notes. Yeah. Well, like we'll already have like most of your biography written.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll be writing.
We
it.
could read it to them. It could just be like,
At that point, yeah.
just a little like not a sing along, but
Get around the campfire. Maybe get in the sweat tent.
we'll do it in the sweat
Yeah, we can do it. Yeah, we can get everybody can take turns in the sweat tent.
You could leave the sweat tent, make a s'more, go in the cold
Yeah.
plunge, come back
Oh my
in. I'm
God.
still gonna be reading, so it'll probably be.
Yeah, we get the
1,000
burn
pages
board
long.
too, and you probably see my burn board.
Yeah, I did.
We're gonna set that up too. By the way,
You're
I'm
gonna
gonna
have
do like this
all
circuit.
these
I'm gonna do like this circuit.
just
I'm gonna be
different
jacked.
things.
I'm gonna
Like
be jacked and like
Jess is gonna just come home. There's just gonna be all this random nonsense things at your
know.
house in just different spots.
yes,
What-
she's gonna be like, what's going on?
Can you find something to file your taxes for each month instead
Yeah.
of buying all this random
Right,
shit?
right. Yeah, I know. I've lost it. I don't know what's
It's all
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
We all do.
So I'll do like set up. I'll set up my burn board. I'll set up the sweat tent. Do the ice bath. Got a whole circuit going on.
Whole circuit.
Whoever wants to come up, the backyard. I'm not giving out my address right now, but if you're cool and
We
I
don't
like
need
you-
the creeps.
Yeah,
We don't need
yeah.
to look over our
Yeah.
shoulder going home.
Right, yeah, we do that enough at the grocery store.
Yeah.
Yeah, too much.
Too much.
But yeah, I'll set up a little circuit, and who knows?
Love to see it.
Yeah, maybe we'll do it.
Love to see
Thinking
it.
about it.
You might as well. You have enough stuff.
I have it all except the ice thing, but I think I'm getting that
Coming soon.
Coming soon.
Coming soon.
Coming soon. Yeah.
Just wait. We're gonna have a 35-minute tutorial on that as well. Might as well just go there to do the tutorial though.
Yeah.
And talk
I'll
about
just
it.
invite you back on for another episode.
Yeah,
to
just
do
I'll
that.
go to the house.
Yeah.
I'll be holding Brayden.
Yeah.
He'll just be like, I want to get in the cold plunge, can't go in.
Yeah.
I think no under 18. I have no idea.
I don't know.
I just remember doing it
Probably
for
a lot of-
sports,
Yeah, I did too. In high school.
dunking my whole body in it.
I never dunked the whole body.
Oh my god, to the chest.
Yeah, no, I never did that.
That was
Didn't do
rough.
the whole
I
body.
liked doing
Just
it,
legs.
but it was rough.
Yeah, you did like it?
Yeah, but it was.
Why did you like it?
Probably the shock value. Then you get out and you're freezing, but it was so worth it. GAR was like 1,000,000 degrees, so it didn't matter. And we were in the basement anyway, so it was fine. You got out, you were dry in a couple minutes anyway.
So it's like, I like warm showers, you know what I mean? It's like weird. Like I want to do the ice bath thing.
You just got to do the cold shower right at the end, just for 30 seconds.
I know, but even that, like, I don't like. But I feel like I could do the cold plunge, like in the tub. I feel like I could do that. That's different, I feel like.
Yeah.
Right?
A little bit.
Because, like, you're doing that to do that as opposed to,
And you're buying that. You're spending money. So you're like, I
got to
use
do it.
this.
Yeah.
I have to use this.
Yeah. Right. But yeah, so it's like a shock
to the system.
Yeah.
That has a lot of health benefits. We're not pulling that one
Right.
off.
Yeah, we're not. Yeah. Guys, we'll save that for Bri's part 3 episode.
Part 3 at the house.
Part 3, yes.
We're
on site.
Whole thing.
On site. We'll
bring the mini mic.
Yeah.
We'll bring the mini mic.
And all I'll do is just talk about that product the whole time and neglect you as the guest.
We just found this out 24 hours ago I was coming. So
yeah.
Here we are. We did not have time to prepare.
Yeah.
It is what it is.
Listen, people, sometimes you got to just do it live. This is it.
You got to roll with it.
Yeah.
Here we are.
So guess what? Part 3 ice baths.
Maybe like 7 months, We got to give it some time.
I don't know, but it'd be good to do it in the summer, though.
Oh, true.
Probably like August, because that's when it's like the depths of hell here in
We're
NPA.
gonna yeah.
Because people don't understand that we have like 37 seasons.
Yes, we do.
And, we get faked out all the time. But August is like the depths
tricked.
of hell.
Yeah.
And like sometimes in October too. But we should probably do it in August.
Yeah. I'll interview people while they're in the ice bath.
Yeah. Tell me how you really feel about your life.
Yeah.
Tell me about your trauma that you had at childhood.
What do you think?
They'll be like, I don't know.
We're gonna do it. We're doing it.
I'll come back when you're in the sauna.
Mini interviews.
Yeah, just like little snips.
Yeah.
With the mini mic.
That's right.
That'd be perfect.
Mini clips, mini mic.
Did I just create the slogan?
You did. The next show. Just create the next show.
I better get a part of it. Maybe it'll just be mine.
There you go.
We have the other studio. I mean,
listen,
I'm already creating a podcast in that studio.
Yeah,
so
we'll just put the ice bath in there for you.
Might as well.
How about that?
I should just go in the ice bath for the podcast.
Okay. Think you can do you can do the show in an ice bath?
Possibly for like a good minute.
Okay.
I might have to get out, but it's fine.
Hey.
Throw a Snuggie on, call it a day.
Yeah. 1 minute episodes. Psh. At least
just one little, bring your notebook, like we said.
Yeah.
I'm going to need like the hardest hitting question. It might be very traumatic, but it's fine. It's only a minute. Just tell me how you really feel.
You got 1 minute, people. That's it. Yeah.
That should be the name of my podcast. Just tell me how you really feel.
Yeah.
Dude, we just created this.
Yeah. Tell me how you
We've only been talking about it for months.
We have. Probably longer than that, but.
Yeah.
Yeah. There it is.
Tell me how you really feel. Oh, we got to do it now. Where's our notebook? We got to write this shit down.
Seriously. Yeah.
I mean, we could re-listen to this, but the notebook.
It's the notebook thing. Mm-hmm. Yeah, we got to write down. It becomes like a thing, a goal.
Oh, I'm so excited.
Ice bath, mini episodes.
We got to do this now.
That's it.
Got to do something.
People are going to hold you to it.
I know.
This is all on you.
I know. Me and my clients
you don't need
all
any.
the time.
I don't need to give you any more anxiety.
It's fine.
Oh God,
it's fine. My clients tell me all the time. They're like, "I wish you had a podcast," and I was like,
"Oh my God,
you would really listen to me?" They're like, "Yeah, I come here for pure entertainment." I'm like, "I thought you came here for me." They're like, "We do, but we know we're getting something out of it."
Yeah.
Even if I'm having like a terrible day, I'm like, "It's the trauma for me." Like, we're gonna laugh about it because why aren't we?
Yes.
Some days we can cry about it, but I'm not crying about it at work. We can't,
Yeah.
Sometimes you just got to break down. That's fine. Do what you got to do. But they're like, you really should. I'm like, you would listen. They're like, yeah. I'm like, all right, well, we'll think about it. Here we are.
This is it.
We figured it out.
We're starting a ice bath show.
We might just do the ice bath like every couple, for little mini episodes.
Okay.
Or like regular episodes.
Yeah.
We could just do, normal.
The real deal.
Yeah.
The real thing.
I just want a mini mic though.
Okay. I got that covered.
I'll just hold it the entire time.
Yes. I think you'd be great at it.
Why not?
Okay.
Why not?
That's it. All right. Bri Majikes on the Stacks podcast in the Blue Door Studio. Thanks for joining me.
Thanks.
If you enjoyed this podcast, please subscribe and leave a review. We'll catch you next time on the Stacks.